be my mom.
Hey,
Yeah.
It yelled at us. The thing yelled at us. Everyone run.
Okay, who wants to... Pootie, do you want me to open it, or should I? Or should you? Sorry.
He's muted.
Alright, I guess I'll open it. Welcome everyone to season 39 of...
What?
I think it's 35.
Okay, alright, restart. Alright, welcome
Everything
everyone.
falls apart when Pewdie's muted.
Alright, everyone, welcome to the Stranded Season 35 Kuril Islands reunion. We have some hosts and most of the cast here. So this is just going to be, some banter, talking about the game and everything. If anyone would like to start out with anything, go right ahead. Just
You're all drug addicts.
for the recording, just make sure when you talk, don't talk over each other. Like, just like, take a number.
I'm here.
Can I go?
Yay.
What?
No, it can be a free for all. I mean, this union's not really like a podcast.
Okay, well, and then ignore my last message, but Evan or Pootie, you better keep that part of it because I just did your opening for you.
Yeah, she
All right.
nailed your intro.
Yeah,
Season
except that was 39.
Yeah.
It's not 35.
Reem.
Hey!
That's not how things work mathematically.
I'm
That's not how math
sorry.
works.
Oh my god, that's not how I envisioned you sounding, Reem.
I
I told you guys I didn't have an accent.
I don't have an
Oh
accent.
my
You don't have an
goodness.
accent. What the fuck?
From New Orleans has an accent. And most people from Mississippi don't either.
Yeehaw, feller.
I have an accent.
I don't have an
Reem,
accent.
math. I do not have the ability to control what several people decide to put rank in a thing.
So
We were pretty sure you ran that, Jack.
I didn't. I have no idea what happened.
Yes. So
That's one mystery
averages.
we won't get
yeah,
solved.
averages, combined
Averages are a
score.
thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, Aurora knows math was never my thing.
I was staring at that post game and I was so confused.
Like, you guys just credited Jackie as this mastermind who is controlling all of these rankings, and it was just
We had
It
to
was
identify
not.
something.
Yeah.
It was
It
completely convoluted.
I'm just so angry. This was
Oh, we're sorry.
So Jillian wanted to address the scandal that we had earlier this season. I don't know if Pootie, you want to give some prelude or
Can you hear me? I don't know.
Yeah,
if
you're
I'm up. Okay. Well, apparently, when War Dog was voted off, he and Jillian had gamed before, and he sent us. He said that there were people asking about IDs in games, and someone else had sent us screenshots of their conversation. So we had pretty hard evidence that she was asking. To be fair, she wasn't removed because she didn't ask specifics, but it looks like she was fishing for information of who was in the game and who.
No, because the only conversation I had was with Chalk, and that was not about this game because he originally had asked me if I was in an alias because he was in one, and I was like, maybe.
do you have evidence to support that claim?
I sent him the evidence of what I got. I mean, I sent him screenshots from our conversation. And I didn't talk to anybody else. And so this multiple
roasting
people
Kelsey?
thing, I'm like,
Shut
what
up.
the fuck? Because I didn't talk to a single other person. Y'all know I talked to Eels and he said something about his interview, but that was as far as it went with Eels. I didn't
Oh my
talk
god,
to
not
him
this,
at
not
all
this.
after that. Nothing.
Jillian, we got your receipts. Just give it up. Give up the act.
Just admit that you cheated, and
Just
we'll
admit
let
you're-
you go.
No. I don't think it was on purpose. I think that she.
This is so much
Like, I
fun.
didn't
Oh
talk
my
to a
God.
single other person about being
No,
in the
yeah.
game.
Totally.
I'm
Yep.
picturing all those
Yeah.
exclamation marks.
Oh my god.
Anyway, that aside, I mean, look, I don't think it didn't cross the line because you weren't removed. So it was just
I want to know now because I want
enough.
to know who said that I was doing this or what screenshots. Because literally the only person that I had any kind of conversation with was Chalk. That was it.
Well, that's your issue. It was Chocobo people, so they were going to take things out of proportion.
But I wasn't even trying to get to know if he was in that game at all. Like,
But it's Chalk, so we all understand.
I think the screenshot that we were sent specifically asked you asking him, "Are you in an Alias games?"
Yes, but did you get the prior about him asking if I was in an Alias game? Yes.
No, we
so
didn't
that's-
receive that information, man. Please write another police report.
Yeah, DM that to us. The drama's more fun now.
Afterwards because I was like, what the fuck? I haven't talked to anybody. Here's what happened. I sent Pootie the screenshot. Like, completely.
This is such a wonderful way to introduce you all to us.
Yeah, can we move on from this?
Just yell at Jillian.
No, can the entire podcast just be about this incident?
Are we yelling at Jillian?
No, you were saying there was all sorts of other people. I want to know who these other people are.
We will talk to you about that in private. I don't want to derail the entire reunion while we're welcoming everyone in.
It's amazing.
My favorite,
but the Abdi will not be in this podcast.
Oh my god, Jillian, you were such a legend all season. Your confessionals killed me.
Yeah, I think you're letting that really. I mean, I understand it did put a damper on your season, but I think by doing that, it's minimizing what you did do all season, which was fucking entertaining as hell.
The way she found her idol was when she put in the code. She took a photo of it with her phone, uploaded it, took the photo, and put it in her confessional.
I was trying to do it with my computer, and it was being retarded. So I was like, "Fuck this shit! I'm gonna go get the phone." I was like, "I want this fucking idol."
No, I want to thank you because you were a constant source of entertainment for everyone involved.
Totally agree.
I think there was like not a day going by that we didn't laugh hysterically at everything going on in the game. And that's a compliment. I know that sounds crazy, but I mean, look, we're here for entertainment, and it's much better than someone who is boring and dragged to the end and didn't do anything, because we've had that in the past. But I can safely say you were definitely a star this season.
I was not the Kelsey you saw in ISO.
You were the same Kelsey, but lasted longer.
I was way better. I was way more entertaining.
It was like if it was like 5 times the Kelsey. Oh my god, it was amazing.
I will say, I mean, you definitely played much better.
Obviously, because she fucking made it to Final 3.
That's
bro.
true. Everyone did call you a goat, but I feel like you could have beaten like a good amount of people.
I think had she gotten to the end with Ron and Charlie, I think she could have made a run for it.
I don't know. In my confessionals, you all will see. Like
but
I thought Charlie, but I don't know if I could.
Oh,
Ron,
sorry.
I don't know.
I have a question. No, definitely Ron. But I have a question. Jillian, there was a lot of talk in the host lounge that we thought it might be a 5-5 tie. If it was a tie, who would you have voted for?
I voted Charlie.
Did you? Okay.
Yeah.
Just was wondering. I probably should have known that already as a host, but okay, it's fine.
My voting confession.
No, I believe you. I was just wondering.
Yeah, no, I voted Charlie.
Yay. Yeah, it was never going to be a 5-5 tie. I did not go in thinking that. I went in thinking I got fucked in jury. But I appreciate it, Jillian.
You did.
You played a good game, Charlie.
You played a really good game, Charlie.
Yeah, let's give a round of applause.
Yay,
No.
Charlie.
Oh my god, Devin's here. Holy fuck.
Not the
The
clapping.
big question I want to ask is why
I'll
did
give
you
you the clap.
pick Michelle? Why did you keep Michelle to the Final 3?
I was so sure that Chris was in charge of Maddygate. Like, I kept saying in my final, it was serious. Like, I never suspected Michelle for a second. And as soon as I posted my opening statement and then went back and read Michelle's, I was like, fuck. because she did shit that I did not suspect. I really, when I sang my song, "Hush Little Goaties, Don't Say a Word," that I was bringing goats to the end. I really thought they were all goats. I really thought I had like seen all the factors, and I freaking had not.
Well, I think it speaks to Michelle's game, but also we talked about this in the podcast. But she had she hit her game from a lot of the men, which was she didn't have super strong bonds with a lot of the men, which I thought was going to cost her in the end. Fortunately for her, she's an excellent speaker, so we knew that she was going to have an advantage in the final three just by that. And Reem was such a
Proponent,
advocate.
Annoying jerk.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
Sorry.
I'm there because I'm just like I know it's a game, but man, I feel what Sarah said. I soured on Reem with the jury. I was pretty upset about it. I was like, man, like if I had been there, like I would have given everyone a equal chance. I don't know.
I want to say real quick. I want to say real quick to everybody, like seriously, game well played. I know it's raw right now. It's hard looking at all these. You get a lot of information in these last few days, and a lot's coming at you. So I know Devins and Randy had their moments of being like, oh shit, I really screwed this whole thing up, and everyone's gonna hate me and all this stuff. And I just want everyone to know, like, that is not the case. We loved watching all of you guys, and especially this season. I think one of our best seasons. So kudos to everyone who played and gave us.
Definitely better than that shitty season in Morocco.
Is that
Morocco's
a real comment? Like,
Morocco fucking sucked ass, bro.
Morocco, amazing season.
Shut up. You only say that because you win.
Wasn't it?
Yeah.
Any season you win is automatically an amazing season.
It goes
I can
up to
vouch.
top 5.
Oh my
I mean,
God,
thank you.
Like a fair assessment.
Yeah, it's fine. But this season was awesome. Yeah, I love watching it. A lot of your confessionals were
seriously.
hilarious.
Round of applause for a great season, guys.
No,
Can you
we
enough
really,
of your applause?
we really, yeah, I know. Enough applause. This is Stephanie. We really loved. We really loved all you guys. I think even like I don't know. We got so attached to you guys, even just watching. I know that's creepy and odd, but we felt like we got to know you really well, and I think you got that's a credit to how much you guys put into this. So thank you for that.
No, thank you.
For having the game there for us to do that with.
Susie, will you be my mom?
Yes, honey. Anytime, any place, you need advice. You need some uplifting comments. You need some confidence in yourself.
Can you buy me Hinge Plus?
Don't let Stephanie solicit stuff from me. She's good at that.
Can you buy me Hinge Plus?
I don't know what. Is that a game?
Yeah.
I'm sorry, I'm not a player of a game like that.
That's a dating
app. If you
It's a dating app, and I need Plus because I'm running out of likes.
What the fuck?
Anyway.
I can do that, but I need you to rake my garden in exchange. Is that okay?
Yeah, I'll do it. Don't worry.
Awesome. I'll give you the rake. We'll be great.
What the hell is going on?
Oh my god, this is so much better than my real mom. No offense, mom. She probably hear me.
Your real mom's listening right now.
Yeah, my mom's her ears pressed up against the door, and she's hearing me ask another woman to be my mom.
Rake for somebody else? What?
What'd you just call me? Bro, fuck, dude. I love you.
Hey, where's
I'm
Maggie
glad
at?
you guys enjoyed our season. I really had no idea if I was making a complete ass out of myself or not.
You all did.
And I'm pretty happy that I only made an ass out of myself some of the time.
I think
you were definitely the top of most of our stand lists.
Yeah,
Aww.
we loved you.
Thank you.
We were a little biased towards the girls.
You would breathe, and then everybody in the lurker chat would just be like, "OMG, Susie Queen, stan her."
Yeah, I think that night that you were voted off, we all wanted to murder Randy. I think.
Oh, yeah. I kind of wanted to murder Randy myself.
It was
but
a dark
I wanted to
down
murder
on
Randy. Like, I totally was blindsided by Susie's vote. Like, complete.
Can we not talk about me, please? Let's just move on before I die.
Randy,
Let's talk about
Randy
we
was
really liked you, Randy, as well.
Randy.
Yeah.
You're
You were
Just
so
wanted
much
to see how
fun. You were
just
like
an
top
utter
3 of my
ass.
fan list.
Randy, your videos were so cool.
I can't wait
That
to
was like
watch
the only
Randy's
good thing about
videos.
me yelling at a camera.
It was incredible, though.
Yeah, so let
Randy
me
was
just say,
great.
so tomorrow we all voted on fan favorites. So I'll reveal all that tomorrow. I'm going to do like a proper podcast for that. And I'd like to have some of you guys on it if you'd like to talk about
Can I
what
co-host?
happened. Sure.
What time was it?
On again.
Oh my god. Whoa, are we in a wind tunnel, bro? Wait, I'm muting it.
Goodbye,
So
Jillian.
and then I'm gonna have you guys all vote on player of the season. So it's not gonna be Michelle, obviously, because she won. But other than that, it'll be like a who you guys all thought played the best game amongst yourselves. So a jury of your peers will decide.
Oh, great! This shit again.
Yeah, and so I'll give you all the link to that tonight. So we'll reveal that tomorrow, and
Wait,
then
are
we'll
they
get to all
allowed to
kinds
vote
of
for
stuff.
themselves? Cody.
Yeah, it'll be great. Who's the women hater? I forgot. Was it Chris and Eric?
I believe that was Chris. I
Yeah,
accused Eric, and
the
I
final two.
apologize.
Yes.
Chris, I just have a question.
Is he here?
Yeah, he's here. He was. Yeah, you left. That
No, I don't
fuck.
see him.
Chris, we're
Yeah, he's there. You just commented.
Eric,
Oh,
I have
okay.
a question for you. Do you believe that women exist?
I'm not a sexist, you know.
Yes. Hell,
Eric,
yes,
Eric,
I
you're
love
legend.
Russia, bro.
Sorry, Eric, you're a legend.
I'm not
Also,
Russia.
your game
Sorry,
legend.
Eric. I've tried like
Eric.
4 fucking times to get your ass out, and
Eric,
I
I'm
was
gonna be
like, "Quit
honest.
sucking Derek's dick, people! Quit it!"
Eric's candy dick. Who could forget?
Eric, you're
Such
a
an
legend.
alarming visual.
Eric, you're a legend. At first, we were like, I'm not even gonna lie, like everyone
I went
except
off about it
for
in my confessional.
everyone except for the main host, Pootie. Oh God, what does that sound?
I'll mute it.
Lauren.
No, I'm muted already.
Yeah, send Lauren out of here. We don't need her.
Yeah, Eric, our like,
We need Lauren. She's
we
just
all
nice.
like, we were all like, everyone except for Pootie was like, don't cast Eric. He's horrible. He was a horrible interview. And Pootie's like, I just have a gut feeling about him. And you were such a fucking legend. You were like, you won a fucking comps. You won all these comps. You like yelled at people. Oh, you were amazing. I absolutely loved you, Eric.
I know
will
he's
say,
Thank you.
redemption for Eric because he did vote for a woman in the end. So all the
Oh, good for
Yeah,
you,
you're being
Eric.
sexist here.
Dang.
Chris, on the other hand, no, I'm just kidding.
I
I'm
think
pretty
Chris
sure.
was the one who didn't think women existed, and Eric was the one who just hated
Yeah.
us, right?
Yeah,
Oh,
Chris
that
played
was
all
my
the games.
interpretation. Was that
to be
correct?
fair,
women
Chris
don't exist. So
Chris
yes.
didn't think there were any women on the internet. He thought all people in games were.
Oh, I got it.
Yeah, he thought you were all just pretending to be women or something.
Mm-hmm.
Led to a series of truly hilarious confessionals, where the mods tried to convince him otherwise.
Yeah.
I can't wait to read the confession.
I'm really glad that we have women on this season for multiple reasons.
Yes.
Because, we need a little more diversity in here. I'm tired of talking to the straight boys, okay? I need some girl talk.
Isn't it more
James
gay?
able to-
I think it's more gay boys.
It's more
though.
gay guys, but what's the difference? Am I right?
Equally as bad.
I'm a representative of straight men everywhere.
Yeah. I only have one other woman to talk to. All right.
Hannah?
We have a
Ouch.
few women.
Levita.
We've several.
Levita?
Oh,
We'll say.
I was talking about Julie, but
Oh my god.
That
Like the most-
doesn't like
You
when
have
I say
so many
that.
women on this podcast with you, and you're still only thinking about Julie.
Julie's my
That's
bitch,
horrible.
bro. I didn't mean my bitch. I meant she's my
Yeah, don't talk about Pootie's wife that way.
she's my queen.
I will
There
admit
must be two
that
Julies.
I was like, when I'm at home watching, I always root for the women, and I always want the women to win, and that also did play a fact. And like that's why I knew Michelle was gonna win. And was like, it's okay because honestly, I was always gonna take her because she deserved it more than the other players in the game.
Shut up. You're lying to yourself.
You're amazing.
okay.
I totally am. I'm
Can I
totally
ask
wrong.
Can I ask a quick question? Who would you guys have voted for if he did bring Ron?
Um,
Or is that
Let's say it was Jilly. Let's say it was Granny, Jilly, Ron, and Charlie.
That's 4 people.
That's four person.
No, I agree. Granny,
Sounds
Jilly,
amazing.
Charlie,
Granny,
and
Jilly,
Ron.
Okay, I didn't know there was no comment between Granny and Jilly.
Granny, Jilly, and Ron.
Granny, Jilly.
The final three.
Granny and Jilly. Granny
Jilly,
Jilly,
the
everybody
Holy
knows
Spirit,
it was
amen.
Granny Jilly. Well, you don't even know. Like, I was pissed when Pootie gave me Jillian. I was.
Was it me that told you to do it, Evan?
No, we were very adamant
It was
about making you
Juan.
do it.
You can blame Joaquin for that.
I was mad.
It suits you.
I went at
It's
Pootie
hilarious.
so hard. I was like, no, why the fuck are you giving me this old person? Everybody's gonna be like, oh, she's old, she gotta go quick. I was not having it.
Is that not accurate for who you are in real life?
No.
Oh, come on.
I know. Hey, nobody talk about Susie. All right, nobody talk about. I'm watching everyone.
Yeah, no bullying the new people.
No bullying Susie. I can bully Kelsey. It's not new.
My favorite part of the season was when Charlie guessed my age in the final. After
And you didn't vote for him.
Julian had provided him with the correct answer, he still guesses 20 years wrong.
Older or younger?
Younger.
That's a compliment. Sis, take it.
Yeah, I'll take it. But it was
Well,
very
no, it's culture to guess younger than you really think they are. It's culture.
I asked you for an
Susie said
exact
she had like a
answer. You didn't
28-year-old.
read my question.
Susie said she had like a 28-year-old, so I just put two
I
and two
did,
together.
yeah. And Jillian can do some math. She figured it out. And I'm actually 57, not 55.
Actually, we can't figure out averages, though. We still struggle on that part. We can do every other part except averages.
Laura is really good at math.
I didn't.
That's my actual question. My question is: are you actually bad at math, or are you just like messing with me?
No, I'm actually bad at it.
My God, you really are like my mom. Oh my God.
I have a calculator for a reason. I was
Yeah.
so thrilled when cell phones came out, you could carry a calculator around with you.
So you should have kept me around just for that reason.
Okay, wait,
Exactly.
also, speaking of bad at math, at the Final Four, why were you all so fucking bad at that challenge?
I'm sorry, which one?
The
I don't
Final
remember
Four.
the challenge.
I had two
the
of the
box.
islands and couldn't
It's
figure
like
out
10
the
minutes
third one.
per box.
This is Ron, and I have something to say about that challenge.
Okay, speak, King.
So I got a ping from Jeff saying something about keep going, but the previous message he sent me was from the last night challenge, and it said challenge over. So I truly thought I lost. Like, I pinged everybody else, and I was like, who won? Who won? And everyone was like so confused. Like, what the fuck are you talking about?
Michelle did that too, if I'm not mistaken.
So I thought it was over. So I will say, had I had that 30 seconds back, things may have ended differently.
You would have been closer.
And Ron, who would you have voted out?
Challenges are really awful here. I only did 3 of them, but one of them my computer crashed and I had to go on mobile and I couldn't read the fucking letters.
Nice. That's how you do it.
You need to talk to HR about that. That's not our issue.
We're going to talk to the Stranded Bureau of
If we had HR, Seth, you're
Investigation.
the first out.
If there was HR, your guys' HR is just a trash can. Let's be real.
Well, our HR would kick everyone out of the server.
If we had HR, Karen would have been gone 10 years ago.
Yeah, if we had HR, this Stranded would be shut down immediately.
I had an entire career
Stranded
in
be on some
HR.
watch
It can be
list.
helpful.
Susie, was it you I told about the SBI?
What?
What?
Stranded Bureau of Investigation?
Oh!
Who are you asking, Jack?
Susie.
Oh, yeah, I think so. But that was, I'm not sure if that was inspiration for my RBI post, but I was a little worried. I mean, there were some moments there that gave me pause.
I don't even get on Reddit. Like, honestly, I don't ever get on Reddits.
Susie, your post was interesting. Crystal found it.
Crystal did.
Crystal found it and she showed it to me.
I
and
knew one of you had, but I didn't know which one, and she never mentioned it. And of course, I never said anything.
Crystal found it because we were trying to figure it out, and she found out.
Did you make any guesses?
I looked at the comments because I figured, you were lying, obviously, but they weren't helpful.
No, they weren't.
No, nobody on that Reddit thread solved anything.
No, I don't know. I just got lucky, I guess. I did brute force because I only had two clues at that point.
They all said I should be the grandfather. I should come in as, role playing as the.
Yeah. Oh, we could definitely revive Grandpa. I'm sure that RBI crowd hasn't forgotten him.
Yeah.
He was a really popular guy. They wanted an AMA with my grandfather. I almost posted the second set of clues that Randy gave me just to keep the thread going, but
Wait, Randy gave you clues?
Oh yeah, everyone gave me clues.
Who was it? He was the for like a final two for all of 2 hours.
Yeah, exactly. What was it? What were we in? You were the ride or die for about an hour and a half. Yeah.
No, that was great because I wanted to work with you to the end, and then I realized you killed Aurora, so I had to kill you.
Randy, why did you immediately vote off all your alliance from
Randy?
I get 30 seconds, right?
I have such an issue with voting out alliance members, I swear to God, because I can see the threat level in front of me, but I can't see the one that I haven't worked with.
I think there might be therapy for that, Randy. You should definitely seek it out.
Wait, my favorite part of the reunion was when Karen or Travis, however you know him as, said that to Randy that he needs to go get help for his mental illness, and Jillian actually thought he had a mental illness and said, "Yeah, I hope you get help."
No, I have no idea what the fuck's going on with that. So I'm not trying to think he does. I'm just saying if.
In case.
I mean, I'm the one who decided to pretend to be 29, so, take it as you will.
Oh, God. I hope you don't get mad at my confessional about your age, Randy. Oh.
There was, Randy, there was I forgot if it was at Merge, you said something at Tribal Council about going to school. And 3 people in the confession were like, what the fuck?
He's getting his degree a little older, right?
No. Ziggy, you're remembering that wrong. Maddie exposed me for everything I was, and I had to try and fight back a little bit.
Yeah, Maddie
I
did
really please, each one of you, learn from your mistakes and don't read the comments.
What comments?
They're not helpful.
What's going on?
Threads.
Which comments?
Like the chats.
Yeah.
Don't do it.
Are we going to be able to read the chats?
Yes, I'm opening that up tomorrow.
Good.
Oh, God. Oh, no. Someone help us all.
I hate it at the same time.
I will say, you're not going to be able to read through the instant messages. I mean, you can, but they're 600 pages long.
There's an average of, by the time the season ended, there was an average of, I think, 2,600 messages sent back and forth a day.
And that was just Reem and I alone.
This was after you guys couldn't instant message each other anymore either.
I did this very early in the game, so there's more read. I can't even imagine trying to do that now.
What the fuck?
Oh, that's hilarious.
I wasn't a part for most of the season, but when I was there, my boy Maddie, was he was on the rocks, okay, and I really helped him out by bullying him into submission.
On the rocks, you mean just drinking the entire time, or
he was probably drinking. He was doing
Canadian,
something.
so yeah, he could.
Yeah,
and I'm gonna take bets on how many private messages you think were sent in the season. I'm gonna post in the Kuril Islands page. How many do you think?
It's not enough.
How many total?
Plausibly think.
Interesting.
Don't guess if you know.
Oh, yeah. I'm not gonna make a guess.
Nate, I'm screaming.
We'll see who's close.
He
Should we
said
put it in
69.
chat?
Yeah, there's a
That one's
Charlie.
two extremes.
Charlie.
Yeah, Charlie. Come on.
I'm sorry.
Me and Charlie were
Did you-
exchanging messages at the end.
Did none of you
We
hear?
made it
Did
to
none of you
that
hear
many.
Levita say that it was 2,400 messages or whatever every day, and your guesses are 6,000? You guys were there for like 30 days.
She
You
said
have
every
to
day.
understand that I did it
Wait,
because
she
I like
said
making
every
dumb
day?
jokes. I
Oh
like
my
making
God,
dumb
thank
sex
you,
jokes.
Randy.
We need to reestablish the fact that they all suck at math.
That's true.
No, I didn't hear her say a day. I just heard her say
2,000 times 30. Let's see here. That's 223,000. Thanks, Ron.
Oh, yay for Ron.
Yeah, I'll correct mine since it was daily.
Okay, yeah, no, I'll correct mine
That's a
too.
lot. Wow.
I'll correct mine too. Sorry.
That's a lot.
Perfect. Thank you.
69.
All right, I'll reveal the answer.
What's the answer?
Jesus Christ, we're all
Yeah, there was,
crackheads.
there was a peak at some point in the middle. Like once the merge happened, there were about 3,000 being sent a day on average, at least.
Wow.
Well, because you had
So-
more people you could talk to, like at once.
Yes.
And 3,000 of them were in the 30 minutes we all were merged together.
Oh yes. No, I'm a stats head. I teach stats, so I love looking at this crap.
I'd love to see the Reem Susie stats, Pootie.
Oh, actually, I think I can.
Do you actually have those stats?
I think I do. Hold on.
I live in the UK. I woke up in the morning, you two were still talking.
This
We're
is
going to be
unrelated
able to
to
tell
anything, bro.
exactly when the merge was and when we were split up.
I like how the entire cast of girls are made up of either moms or lesbians.
Is that true?
Oh no, they figured out our casting niches.
Yeah.
Don't spoil season 36, moms versus lesbians.
I mean, that sounds great. You should do that.
The third tribe that's introduced is lesbians who are also moms.
Hey. Hey,
That's actually a real thing, you know.
Demographic, but it's a good one.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, season 42, Les Sellers is going to be fucking wild.
Is Flicka in that cast just by virtue of having lesbian moms?
Lauren
Oh my
is
God, where's
neither.
Flicka?
Lauren, maybe by the time they cast that, you'll be a mom.
Lauren, I was so, I'm sorry. I was so upset. I know this happened to everyone, but when Nate put in everyone's confessionals that he winner picked them, when I winner picked you, I was so upset.
I felt the same way about Charlie. I wanted to come in there in that confessional post so bad and be like, "Get the fuck out of here, Nate! This is my winner pick."
This is my winner pick.
And I'm like, and now there's going to be pandering to Nate the whole time and not me.
Oh, and they were. They all,
I'm like, seriously, what? Are you serious?
next season, I'm
I
stealing
did tell
that.
everyone that they were my winner pick.
Nate, what were the highlights of the songs?
What song?
The songs that we answered as our songs.
Let me check. I have a playlist. I made a playlist somewhere that I forgot to send to people.
Choices.
Timmy,
Yeah?
who was your real winner pick?
Your mom.
I think I was in between Reem and someone else. I think I ended up with Reem.
When I got voted out, I think in
Solid
the
choice.
Lauren, but I just thought that was what seemed to be the case at that time. But like, shit changes.
Oh, at the final 8, I thought Lauren was winning.
Well, see, here's the problem with getting voted most likely to win. It doesn't help your case.
Julian, I have a question for you.
What?
Excuse me.
Oh.
When you were going into the final 3, did you think you were going to get any of the votes?
Yes.
Who do you think would get you votes?
Well, I thought I'd get Maddie's vote.
I put the winner picks in Kuril Islands in case you're wondering.
And
So
maybe
everyone picked.
Susie's vote.
Thanks, Vicky.
Man, it's great that we don't know any of these people.
You will.
Yeah, don't worry. You'll catch on eventually.
I don't
You're
want
not
to.
wrong.
You're all insane.
Well, no,
Okay,
Wait, no, this
I
is the
was
point.
Karen's winner pick. That's nice.
we're great. Okay, we strive in a toxic environment.
Yeah, we know Karen exists.
I'm just here to study everyone, so.
Yeah, Lavita's actually
Johnny
doing a
took
case on all of us, a clinical. Not every single one of us.
No, I'm a research psychologist, not a clinical.
Okay.
I'm not here to help you guys.
Right.
All right, whatever you are. She fucking pokes her brain all the time.
Yeah, we secretly just assembled everyone to study them and see what happens when you throw in crazy people.
No, I'm actually very
Yeah, Jillian.
Yeah, Jillian, you're the sanest one of all of us.
I can't believe
Don't even start this.
I can't believe has the most important question about the game even been asked yet?
What did you
Did
guys
you
think
all-
about the cowboy hat?
loved it.
Oh my god,
The
guys.
cowboy hat
that
with
took
Jillian every
way
time.
too long.
Jillian, you reacted to that cowboy hat 30 times. You reacted to that cowboy hat. You kept quoting it. Yes, you. No, the other Jillian. No, yes.
Was it hidden for a long time in there?
Yes. Yeah, every time Pootie posted a cowboy tipping his hat, it was there.
I found it after someone else found it, and then I looked at every single one. I'm like, wow, I'm a fucking idiot.
Yeah. They were enlarging the font so you could see the hyperlink underneath it. You could see that it was not a normal emoji, and then they were putting it next to other emojis.
That one with the gun, that's when I was like, I'm going to quote this one. And I hit the more emoji thing, and I was like, whoa, what the fuck?
I am so upset that Jillian accidentally found an idol. I just have to say that.
Actually,
technically, Charlie found it first.
I was going to say, y'all don't know that Charlie found it, but he didn't actually post it.
How, Charlie, are you 12?
So I saw this idol and I was like, like this seems like fishy. Like it's not like no one said anything. I didn't do anything for it. Like I was like, I don't understand what's going on. And like I was like, well, like in what context would I need to play an idol? Like I'm successfully playing my game.
Oh my goodness.
Oh, Charlie.
I thought it was gonna stay forever. I thought it was gonna stay forever. I didn't realize it was on a time crunch.
Oh, honey.
Well,
Okay,
guys, he
so
did make it
here's
the
the
final
funny
three.
thing.
So
Here's the funny thing about that.
He didn't need it, but
He
I
didn't
was like,
need
come
it.
on.
I actually posted it in the chat, like with the idol thing in there, like 17 times. I'm like, oh fuck, Pootie, you gotta delete that.
I just got super idled out of my other game. So I'm just feeling particularly resentful to idols.
Not the super idol.
Agreed. Ha ha, get destroyed.
Ace really is our idol king here.
I put together this nice fucking blindside, and this dude plays the idol after the vote. Because fuck
We
me,
love super idols.
I just watched you get booted out of that game, and frankly, I found it hilarious.
I hate you so much, Randy. Are you a spectator?
And I'll post again. I'm one of the fucking helpers.
Wait, what game is it on here on Discord?
Talk to you. Never mind.
A couple, very few, very few.
Can we keep it to actual games, please? Like Stranded.
Actually, no, dude, I love Balgans, but yeah.
Discord is not canon.
Jackie.
Randy, I'm glad I live for your amusement.
I think
Jackie?
that.
Yes.
You'd be really sad to find out who I actually got the clue from.
It was Reem?
Mm-hmm.
I know that because
That's not news.
I heard Reem call me a moron like 5 times, and I.
So did Jack share the info with Reem?
The night I was voted out.
Yeah, Jack shared it with Reem, and Reem shared everything
Who the fuck is Jack?
with me.
Jackie.
Jackie.
Come on.
Nice
Come
work,
on,
Jack
Steph.
for short, like Jillian.
You know, she's been watching the season with us all season, just like you.
That's
Things
great.
are hard. Things are hard.
Fun time deciding whether I was rooting for Reem or not.
Where did you end up?
Well,
What?
when I heard my name, I was like, nope, fuck that.
I'm so upset that Jillian made it to the final 3, but I'm also so happy that she did because I feel like it was revenge.
Yeah, y'all not voting out Jillian was wild. Just pro
That sounds really
tip
stupid.
It's
for
not
all of
against
you.
you, Jillian. I just my vote out of you did not
Basically,
work.
all the hosts canceled you that day, and you never
Yeah.
recover.
Nope.
Well,
great.
I would never have kicked Jillian out.
Oh, I would have.
Aw.
I would have hung her in the streets.
I would first boot.
Like, I don't know.
Any other season.
Honestly, after that
In
whole
any
thing came
other
out, first
season.
boot, bro.
Yeah, nobody here is supporting voting Jillian out except when I did that.
Oh,
Yeah, okay. I swear, you guys like glossed over the fact that like everyone that she I hate to bring it up, but that she used outside resources. And like everyone was like, okay, whatever, keep going.
Well,
like no
I
one
used outside. I didn't though. That's the thing. I didn't.
I mean, here's the thing with that, though. I never said it, but I was never voting for her to win at any point. She lost my vote at day 12.
But that's the point. You kicked her.
Who?
So
Yeah,
we
I
know the
kept
details.
Jillian because Jillian wasn't winning the game.
That's the worst reason to keep people. You gotta get rid.
No,
whatever. It's
but,
fine.
but here's the issue. I was also trying to bring Charlie, so I'm an idiot.
There you go. That was a lot of people's downfalls. Everyone wanted to bring
Randy,
Charlie
what
and
was
Jillian
your
to the
whole
end.
deal with this stupid
Fools.
alliance, though?
Fight.
Oh, we gotta because I was not being told who to vote. No. Yeah, people
never?
think they were telling me, but I was like,
Oh my
no,
God.
I was not. I was
Jillian. Many things to ask. Jillian, can you tell me why, like, you really thought you were in charge of the game?
Get fucked, loser.
What were you asking? What were you saying?
Aurora was asking Jillian. Oh, she left.
Sorry, it went out.
Aurora!
Oh
Hey.
my
What's up?
god.
Hey, what's up? Oh,
Hey!
We bullied her
hey,
enough.
girl, hey. I love you too.
Aurora legend.
I
Boot
like
it
you,
out.
Danny, the whole game.
Lauren, you're
back
still
on
in
my
a
tunnel.
windpipe. Fuck off.
Sorry, Lauren.
Aw.
I have to keep muting her. I feel so bad.
I like the dog though.
Yeah, the dog's really cute. We
Yeah,
do
Lauren's
have a cute.
iconic.
We have a cute animals thread, and it's for animals only, real ones.
What do you mean real ones?
No furry shit.
I do support Gary.
Gary,
I
I'm
have a guy in the game that I just I got a guy in the game that I was just voted out on who is constantly posting otter photos, and it's really therapeutic.
We would love to see them.
Those sound great. Yeah,
Yeah,
post some otter photos along.
Voters.
Otter
Oh my god, a Freudian slip, as they call it.
Does anyone care about the otter, like, stereotype about, like, rapist otters?
I mean, otters are super mean.
The
Is
what?
it otter as in, like gay men
Yeah,
or
they're like dolphins, yeah.
That I was thinking he was referring.
Oh, I'm sorry. I thought you were talking about like the animal.
She is.
She is.
Ziggy.
Wait, what?
No, when
Ziggy.
I was told, I did like this behind the scenes SeaWorld thing one time when I was like 12, and they had us feeding the otters through like 5-foot long poles with little like clamps at the end that you would use to get the food and like put it in the cage because they would like bite your fucking hand off.
Yeah, they're okay. I hate to mansplain this to you, but not in a man way. They're aggressive animals, and they also have fucking sharp ass claws,
But they're
and
cute.
they tear you apart.
But they're cute.
I said stereotype. I didn't try to actually put the onus on them as the only rapist animals.
Definitely the only rapist
All
animals.
animals are
I've only ever heard
rapist.
about that, like dolphins and stuff.
Pretty
I think I'm done.
Don't shit talk
I
dolphins.
think I'm out of here.
I watched a really uncomfortable scene with some ducks at the park the other day. It was not great.
Did you film it for us?
No.
Well,
I'm sorry.
Double
I
yikes.
should have. I nearly
Yeah,
did, but then it felt like super voyeuristic, and I wasn't into that.
You know what animals suck?
better watch your mouth.
Geese.
Geese do stuff.
What? Geese are amazing.
I hate bees. I hope they all die.
Geese, dumbass.
Oh, well, I'm talking about
I
bees. I hate all this
think
fake
I
bees
have
nonsense.
like a weird respect for bees.
Yes,
Like I got
bees.
stung
How can you hate
in my foot
bees?
when I was like 9,
They sting
And I
people.
found out at that point that bees
They literally
died if they sting
pollinate
you.
half the
And I'm like,
world.
that's the most
Yeah, but
badass thing
fuck
I've
'em.
ever heard in my life.
They tell me that I have to like bees. You know, they tell me
Fight,
they're like,
fight,
oh,
fight,
you know.
fight, fight.
Oh my god,
fight.
Casey's here. Oh my god, Michelle's here too. Congrats on winning.
Okay.
I've been here, sis.
Hey,
Oh.
thanks.
Thing. Bees are badass. Michelle, sorry, you didn't interrupt.
My favorite
Sorry,
animal would have to be monkey.
Why is this the conversation we're having?
This is
I
really
am
profound.
thinking
Would you rather talk about would
I
you
like
rather
snake.
talk about self breastfeeding? Because we can go on a talk too.
We're not
that
getting
was
into
the chat yesterday.
breastfeeding.
No, that was a
Okay.
chat today, bro.
Opinion on
I'm in
snake.
the UK. That's time different.
Not the bees.
Talk to Michelle.
Oh,
What?
Michelle's here.
Michelle,
Yeah.
are you straight?
Our winner.
Hi.
Is that
Yeah,
your
she's
photo?
married.
Oh, we can
Jeff,
see
is that
it.
married?
the first thing you asked her?
Yeah. What? Is that a problem?
That's the
Wait,
first thing she
sorry,
asks
can you-
everyone.
Can you say that
Yeah, I
again?
asked Pootie, are you lesbian? When I first met him.
Yeah, Steph is horny. That's what we all know.
Wait,
Yeah.
what the fuck?
What, Red?
You guys missed a great
So
conversation.
welcome, Michelle.
Sorry, I'm just like I'm having a little bit of trouble following everything right now.
Yeah, it's okay.
So are we.
Yeah.
None of us are understanding this
This
conversation.
is stranded
Don't
for
worry.
you. It's chaotic and messy.
Joe, can I ask you a question? So,
Yes.
like, we were tight from day one,
Uh-huh.
and you played the final 3 game like a pro. Like, I was definitely on the fence, and then I read everything that you wrote, and you kicked ass. So, question.
Thank you.
Now, was that all bullshit, or was that actual real things you were saying, or was it just something to get my vote?
No, that was all real. I'm not
I
that good at
believe you.
bullshitting.
I think
So-
Michelle was one of the most authentic players on the game.
Not as authentic as you.
Aw, thanks.
I
That would be
appreciate that.
$14.99.
I tried not to lie too much because I'm not a good liar, so but you will definitely get my less kind thoughts in my confessionals. So
I'm excited for that.
We'll steal
well,
ourselves.
not towards you.
Oh,
Towards
you're all
some
being
people.
kind to each other.
I read it.
Oh.
Randy really. I feel like
That's
he's
unfair.
been stranded for too long, and he's only been here for a day.
You need a break, Randy.
Randy, you cried about how much you loved this game. Don't bitch at the sentimental people.
Okay, look, I literally did break down crying like 2 weeks in.
Yeah, I cried like 3 times during conversations with people.
Hey,
with
we warned.
Aurora and then with Reem. Actually, one time with Reem out of like I don't know, not sadness, but and the other time was pure laughter.
That's awesome.
Mhm.
I appreciate your answer. I was just curious if you were playing me just for the vote or if that was
No,
real. So
definitely
thank you.
not.
All right, cool.
If you guys listen to the preseason podcast, we warned you up front. It was not uncommon for people to cry, get
Yeah, I
upset.
chipped my tooth.
You didn't understand how involved you would get, but you chipped your tooth. What are you talking
Yeah,
about?
I told the story in the host. Okay, so my season was hell and back. Okay, for me personally. So I grind my teeth when I'm stressed, and
Oh,
Me too.
and I stressed out
honey,
so
you
much
should
that I
wear a
chip.
mouth guard.
I
Smell
do
wear mouth guard at night.
sometimes, but I chip my front tooth, and it looks so sad.
Oh,
Oh my gosh, we're all so sad for you.
do you need bonding?
All right, no, I get plenty of bonding. Thank you.
Yeah, too much bonding. Really.
I meant on your tooth. I mean, I can give you a hug if you'd
You didn't
rather.
understand? Wait,
Dude,
wait. You didn't understand that's what she was saying?
No, I thought she was giving me a hug.
It's
But
okay.
my dentist just strained they just strained it out. So
All right. Excellent.
yeah, and my mom gave me a hug, and I was so sad. I texted her and I said I swallowed the chip.
Feel better.
I'm glad it worked out for you, honey.
Thank Oh my god! Oh my god! You're actually nicer than my real mom.
Oh.
But my mom.
I'm sure she's nice on the inside.
No, she's not. Fucking bitch, bro.
Jesus.
You can move in then. I've got a spare room.
Oh.
Yeah, I really do.
Oh my god. Sorry for taking over this reunion, but we all knew this was gonna happen.
We have to bond in several ways.
Yeah. Wait, Pootie, delete this from the podcast. This is Evan, Pootie, whatever your name is, can you delete everything I've said in NSFW like the past 2 days?
Yeah, ignore that chat.
Yeah.
No.
No, it was about
The grossest image I've seen is someone's anal prolapse. Oh, like another asshole.
That's not a bit.
Warning.
Nate, I just have to say this, but fuck you for saying that I was your winner pick and making me so happy and then embarrassing me when I realized that everyone was your winner pick.
I mean, there were 18 people left in the game and I had 18 posts.
To be fair, he stole that from someone else, so.
I mean,
yeah, Cochrane initially.
I thought
Cochrane did that in our season.
It was better than his original idea, which is apparently everybody but one person.
Oh wow!
That's what I'm doing next. Yeah, but watch if that person had won though.
I feel a lot better about not answering your second post. I was really feeling bad about that.
By the way, Kelsey left the server.
Oh, what?
Kelsey left the server.
Oh yeah. So my pre-gaming chances are dead.
Yeah.
Does someone invite Kelsey back?
She'll be back. Nobody leaves for that long.
Yeah, just letting you know,
But
you
they
guys
do
will
leave
probably
long.
leave the server
You
at one
can't stay
point.
away.
Yeah, you'll
No.
leave the server at one point.
But then you'll come back.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've left like 3-4 times already.
Yeah, I've been kicked twice.
Yeah, Stephanie just gets removed.
I just get removed. Because sometimes you just need that little, like, rock'em sock'em.
Happens, right?
Yeah, you need to realize that your life isn't toxic by getting exposed to what real toxicity is.
Yeah.
You remember the people are like really cool, and so you accept them back, right?
No. No, there's people.
You realize you hate yourself.
I hate myself, so yeah. Accurate statement. No qualms about that.
So many things right now. So many things.
What's up, Jackie?
Subject, real quick.
What's up?
Anyway, Susie,
I think I missed something there. What was that?
Jackie, would you say your gameplay was influenced by your hate for Reem?
No, I didn't hate Reem when I was playing. I hated Reem after I played.
Oh.
Yeah. Reem turned on Jackie before Jackie actually turned on Reem.
Okay, Jackie, would you say your game was influenced by your love for Reem?
Jackie was like the first boot. What do you mean?
No, she wasn't. Not
No, but I
technically.
mean,
Not technically.
What? How is she gonna hate?
Like real vote?
I didn't know there was a Jackie in the game until now.
I didn't know there was a Jack. I always knew there was Jackie.
But like, I understand also because we never talked to each other.
I mean, yeah, I was mad when it was men versus women. I'll say that much.
I think I would have done better if it wasn't, honestly.
I mean, it made a lot of men more evil.
Yeah.
Definitely
more
if we
than
had
better.
all 10 women, it would have been a different story.
Like, it was so easy to root against Chris and Eric because of it.
Yeah, but apparently if you put 10 men together, most of them just end up being sexist.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Eric,
It's a fun little social experiment. I feel like Amazon and Vanuatu already did this, though.
Eric, I have a question for you.
Yeah.
My Eastern European brother.
Yes, and Europeans.
We love Eastern Europe. We love the USSR. would you
I thought he was
say
from Poland.
that was once part of the USSR?
Yes, that's being racist.
What's your question?
Yeah, hurry up.
Would you say that your hate for women was a strong influence on your game?
You were not allowed to finish that question because it's like
I already finished it, so
HR is gonna like be pissed about this.
you don't have it. I know
The trash can is just filling up with paper.
How do you know Rob?
What?
What's his fucking name? Zimmon. How do you? Doesn't he know Rob?
What's
Evan?
going on?
Who doesn't he know?
No, we just had Rob talk to him during casting.
Oh, I thought they knew each other.
No.
Oh, I thought because since they're both Eastern European.
Been leading witness.
It's like a really big area, you know, the Eastern European, quote unquote.
No,
Yeah,
never.
That's like
It's-
northern United States, you know.
It's like your northern part of your mom.
It's considerably bigger than northern.
Sorry, what was that?
Talking to Evan.
Oh, okay.
You see, I really like this cast. Susie, you're my favorite.
Oh, thank you, sweetheart.
Oh my god! You know my mom doesn't even call me sweetheart.
I'll call you sweetheart, but only if you're kind to others.
Okay, well that's gonna end real fast.
There goes that. Yeah.
I'll tell you
Lasted
some
a long
stories.
time.
I'll tell you a couple stories. That's fine.
Dream, I like glasses.
To be fair, that defeats my plan of trying to steal this reunion.
Michelle, I really like your glasses.
Hey, thanks. Got
I like your hair,
rep
too.
Harry Potter.
Wow. Oh yeah.
Oh my goodness, Reem,
What
your
I'm sorry, did somebody
photo.
say Harry Potter?
Oh
You
no.
look
Oh
exactly
no.
like you described yourself.
Yeah, I've wanted round glasses since I was a little kid, and so it's pretty much a dream come true.
Is your hair short or is it just up?
It's short.
Nice. Are you? I'll ask this question off stream.
Yeah, Steph, what do you want?
I'm here to make friends.
Yeah, we know.
I love women.
We know.
Aware. Definitely aware of that.
Susie, what do you think about me being lesbian? Is that okay?
I love lesbians.
Oh yeah, let's go.
Absolutely. Some of my favorite people.
You didn't love me that
Honestly,
much.
they're not that great, to be honest.
Wait, can I ask a question?
You were a little rough around the edges.
Oh yeah, no. Can I ask I want to ask that question. Like, why did you say it was so exhausting? You said I was.
Because I did nothing but try to get you on my side from the day we met, and you would never come. And I kept trying, and I cajoled you, and I was sad, and you cheered me up, and I thought I had you, and I never had you.
Because I care about you as a
so
person.
Exhausting.
Oh my gosh, this is.
It was just a hard game. I loved you as a person, which made me even madder. I couldn't get you over on my side.
But you did until I thought.
To be fair, I think everyone on the women's tribe flipped lines several times.
Yeah, you guys never made a solid vote together. Like it was.
Well, you had your sides, but
I'd
they
never
were like,
flipped. I flipped
Sweetie,
that.
we love you. Okay, sweetie.
We know. But the point was, if you had gotten attacked at the same way that I was, which I know was false and was wrong information, and so I fucked up by believing it. But like, I had no other option than to go into survival mode and try
I totally got that, and I'm not mad. I was just exhausted. I wasn't ever mad at you.
All right. Well, it feels exhausted is a word that feels a little more than
It was about my work, the work involved. If you look back at the chats, if you ever have a chance, you'll see how much work I put into that, and it didn't come to anything. So that's how I felt.
Wait, Suze, do you think that I didn't put in work?
I do think you did, but I can't speak for you. I can only speak for me.
Oh, I did.
Oh my god!
I put in
I saw you as a person that wasn't working hard.
Goodness, that's not what I mean.
this is the reunion.
So on the last ranking, when I was ranked least loyal, I actually didn't even get my ranking submitted in time Was that the case for anyone else, or did everyone else submit theirs? I'm just curious.
No, I had
I
you.
don't remember which one that was.
Well, I'm sure you ranked me least loyal, Susie.
Who said that?
Michelle.
Oh no, I didn't think you were least loyal.
Well, I had just said I was going to vote one way and then not voted that way, so
Well, there was
I
that.
wasn't super surprised.
Oh, I actually have a question for
We
Michelle.
tried to do a strategic vote for those rankings. I think the guys
What was
voted
that?
how they felt.
Oh yeah, we did. We were
But
personal
we-
little shits.
But we
I
voted
totally voted how I felt.
strategically. We tried to put
Same.
ourselves in the middle so we wouldn't get a bad thing. And
Do you remember that?
Bad idea, but that's what
We
we
were gaming it at the beginning. At the beginning, we were telling each other like, "Oh, vote me at the bottom. Oh, vote me at the top." And then we had won so much that it was like, I'm just gonna be honest.
we never got to that point.
Do you
Michelle
remember
and
that?
Aurora, I'm actually a little curious. Why didn't you guys ever try to pull me in with the Ream vote? Because if you told targeting me, it probably would have gone differently.
Well, it was just too late. Like, I suggested that we go to you, but it was literally like 3 minutes until chats were going to cut off, and it just didn't happen.
God damn
Fucked
it.
up is the answer.
Yeah.
Real low, real fast.
No, Jack, you never. I tried really hard. I think, well, maybe it's my perspective. I tried hard to like get to know you, and it just felt like you weren't interested in chatting with me, and that's my perspective, not how you feel. But that was a
I
that was
definitely case, but I knew that Reem and you weren't getting along, and I wasn't sure how to bridge that.
Reem and I are really awesome now.
Yeah, now.
We should have been. We should have been back then. But yeah.
We just
Well, I
had
kind
our
of
first
appreciated
impressions
being.
to go on.
I kind of appreciated being ranked least loyal because then that's something I had in common with Ron. So we like bonded over being dredges.
Michelle, you totally worked. You did something that I don't think a lot of us did, which was no matter where you were, you built very, very strong alliances. And I think that's what separated you from a lot of us.
The secret is oversharing.
Amen to that.
That is definitely the secret.
I overshared with you, but that's all I got.
Michelle, I have a question.
Yeah.
Who would you say was your closest ally throughout the whole game?
Reem, because like I didn't become an ally with her till swap, but I felt like our alliance was so strong, and even after she was voted out, I just knew she was rooting for me, and it felt like our alliance was still going strong.
Like
and I think
good
she rooted for
vibes.
me on
Can I say something to that?
jury too. Yeah.
When she was voted out and she made a comment like about you and her being like besties and how close you were, like that was the
My
lowest.
girl.
Yeah, that was the lowest point of my whole season because I realized, like, no, that's fine. It's the game, but I realized like that's what happened, and you turned and went to me. But good gameplay. I appreciate it. It's awesome stuff. But that was hard for me for sure.
Yeah, I felt really bad about it. I mean, like, it was the right strategic move for me at the time, but I still felt really bad about it because I really like you.
Oh, it's all good. It's all good.
And I liked playing with
and
you, too.
Aurora wasn't going to be the vote for us. It was really I was being honest, and Reem as well. It was very end before we flipped it back to you because of what Maddie told us.
That's exactly.
It was
Maddie.
Eric that whole time.
Yeah,
It was Eric for us too. That's the thing. Look, you'll see our chat.
We would have all voted Eric, which I thought was. That's what I thought the plan was. The women were going to stick together. Everyone was going to vote Eric out, and we would live another day.
And so I will tell you this: the thing that I messed up was, Susie, I gave up on you, and I said that you weren't with us, and I stopped talking to you. And Reem, I just didn't even talk to you about that issue, and that's where I messed up. I stopped the communication, and that's that's why I got voted out.
And that's part of the reason why I flipped.
I'm being humble here. You don't have to
because
shit on me.
if you
No,
didn't
I
have
mean, that was
Susie,
why we voted for you, not because of any other reason. Maddie and your silence. We didn't want to. We wanted to keep you out. We were our final 7 plan.
At least 7. That's great.
Yeah. Better than 13.
Got him, bro. Fucking nice, Susie. Nice riff.
Oh, better than 12. That was me.
But that doesn't matter, Queen. No matter where you place, you're number 1 on our hearts.
Oh, Steph, you're just going to get yourself a dog.
Yeah, lurking, I always love to see the last minute scrambles as they happen, but we were so sad when they were Aurora and Susie, especially.
Oh, yeah.
We're just like, no, wait, no, stop this, stop scrambling. What was the easy vote? No, go with that. No, stop.
I will say my favorite scramble of the entire game was the one with you, Aurora.
Oh, well,
Waiting for Devins.
So thank you.
Fucking God. Jesus, Susie, you're just on a roll.
Waiting for Devins, you mean every single vote Devins was in the game?
Yeah, that was the beginning of the waiting for Devins saga.
did any of you guys see his comment to me about like never seeing me online or like not knowing I was in the game?
Yeah, that was great.
Devins making a comment about it. The reason that Devins flipped was because of the comment of activity, which was the funniest fucking thing to me.
I'm so pissed off at that because I was the fucking consequence of that bullshit. Oh my god.
Yeah, you
Who's
really were.
talking right now?
It's Case.
Hello. You got destroyed.
Oh, everything just didn't go my way.
Ace died because of the nasty comment he made to Aurora before we went to the previous
I just said
vote.
you're gone. Was that nasty?
You said 2 words and you changed your game
She
because of it.
embellished it a little.
I'll be going to bed. So good night, guys.
Night,
Someone's going to bed before me.
Good night.
Who was that?
Alright. So can we stop the podcast now and have like real shit talk?
You've been doing that anyways. It hasn't changed a thing.
No, I'll actually start asking my questions that aren't allowed on the podcast.
Oh,
you need to bring an HR for this.
Compared to what you've been doing now?
No, I got way better questions.
You're scared.
That aren't about the game.
Steph scares me, so everyone run while we can.
You can't hide from me. I'm everywhere, literally. I'm everywhere. Yeah, I literally am everywhere.
Oh,
Hi, I'm Sarah.
Shut up, Nofo.
What?
What's the questions?
I haven't been here this whole time.
Have you not really?
No, I've been busy.
Where were you? Oh my god, you're busy? I've never heard that.
Anyway, who was that just... It sounded like a little kid.
What?
That was... Oh, oof.
That was,
Sorry, what?
Jack was who there's left.
I don't think Nofo was here for that. How long has Nofo been here?
I don't know what's going on.
Can we end the podcast now?
Why are you so excited to end the podcast?
Because I want to ask my real questions.
She's going to ask a bunch of sex questions. Let's be real here.
No, I don't talk about sex, bro. I don't talk about sex, bro. My lord doesn't allow that.
Girl,
Yeah, only self-breastfeeding.
Steph, leave.
Alright. I'll see you guys later.
Oh.
I'm not leaving. You thought.
Oh my god.
I mean, I want to. Sorry, I'll stop talking.
That's gonna last like 5 seconds.
Anyway,
this is where we stop recording the second that. This is an impossible to edit podcast.
Oh, I'm not editing it. I'm just letting it roll.
Oh, fuck.
No, he's just going to upload it and be like, this is what these fuckers had to say.
Yeah, no, he's keeping this as evidence against any of us if we ever try to do something important with our lives.
Yeah, if I ever run for office, he's gonna definitely post some shit about me.
Wait. You'd run for office?
Yeah, let's back up.
It's a whole thing.
Wait, who's running for office? Outside of Levita, who here is good?
Wait, I just realized this got a lot more quiet. I didn't realize fucking Jillian left a while ago.
Yeah.
Yeah, she's
like an hour ago, but alright.
Yeah, she's
Jillian, the most
sad
likely
we
to run for
her.
office.
What's she upset about?
We kind of like dragged her through the mud. What's new?
Oh, she's gonna hate us
You haven't
all.
even opened the confessionals yet, right?
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
just please,
Is
no
this
one give
seriously
her my
being
address.
recorded right now? Like this is
Wait,
going to
what'd
be.
you say, Michelle?
I said never give her my address.
Yeah.
I'm gonna get hunted down.
I asked for all your PIN numbers. No.
Your social security cards.
You don't fucking have mine. I don't give a shit about my life.
Oh, but seriously, some people shit on her a little hard, and that's not cool when people have issues. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I agree with both.
Go ahead and snore on me, whatever you want to do, but I think that's a
You
real
all know
thing.
how I feel about that.
Aurora is absolutely right.
Shut up, Nufo. You're as
is
worse
right.
as any of them.
I would say this.
Rooting for Jillian more than anybody here.
No,
I would say
Karen
this.
was rooting for Jillian, you fucking liar.
It's
it's
very
not about rooting.
hard.
Go ahead, sorry.
Oh, I would say this. It's very hard going through Stranded in general, but then to go back and read unfavorable things about yourself is also very difficult to do. So I would recommend not trying to go through it all in a day, and even taking a break if you need to. While we are, look, we're reality TV show fans, so drama is not foreign in Stranded, certainly. But at the same time, we are here for everyone. So, I'm talking to Jillian right now. So, look, we try to get better. It's hard because everyone's such a big personality, and we play a game where we're betraying people and using their emotions against them. So, that's hard to deal with after everything's said and done. But
Can I argue against you because I'm a law student and that's just what I do?
Sure.
No, I think you're right. I think there's some sort of responsibility that we all take when we come into this game, and there's some sense of understanding that we're going to get picked on or we're going to get attacked in some way, right? But there's a difference between saying somebody is loud and aggressive, which is what I said last night in the finale, and saying someone has a serious mental illness, and that's something that they used for their own benefit. And I apologize, but
are you talking specifically about Karen?
Yeah, exactly. And
Okay,
I think I think that's what you're saying. I think that's what you're pointing to, though. You know what I mean?
What's that?
You're pointing to the fact that she said something more than, "Hey, this is tough," and that was some sort of play to get you to feel for her or be sad for her, and I don't think that's fair.
I would say don't listen to Karen at all. It's hard because I don't know if you guys don't know Karen yet, but she's kind of
Karen and Jillian know each other too, right?
Yeah.
Yes, that's another.
Jillian knows how to handle.
Yeah, Jillian knows Karen. That's not a.
I don't think Jillian is upset with Karen so much as she's upset with everyone that was ganging up on her in the chat about a lie that she said, or I wasn't even listening to what it was, but at one point everyone groaned because she was saying something that she thought happened and didn't.
She thought it was about the votes, us telling her how to vote. We all told her how to vote. She never saw it that way. And that's her truth. And and I think that's part of her issue and her, her situation. But that's how she saw it. And I can see why I was actually very worried about her for tonight because I didn't know how she'd take it. And if she takes it by chatting with Pootie offline, then that's great. She's got some support.
Well, I would say we've known her for a while. And this is not her first game with us, so
I thought it was everyone's first game. And I thought everyone was just way better at it than I was.
Well, I would say 70% of this cast have never played an ORG, and
okay, that makes me feel a little bit.
The ones that have not played Stranded. But Jillian was the one person who has played a game that I've hosted before. So she's had the most experience and has known the hosting staff and everyone else.
Yeah, she's been here almost a year.
That really surprises me.
I felt a little bit more comfortable when she was having an issue, only because we know her.
Okay. All right.
And I think that's also why Karen went in on her in particular. And I don't even think that that's what's bothering her right now. I think it's more so she feels like everyone's attacking her.
Wait. Can I say something to that?
Sure.
Thank you. No. Like when I mentioned last night, it was a very serious question. Do you realize that when you put 3 exclamation points after a sentence, it feels very dramatic to us? And her response was no. Her response was like, that's my normal tone of voice. And had I been talking in all caps, it would be the same thing, right? That's just my normal tone of voice. So the lack of self-awareness, I think, as much as it's entertaining for everybody, and that's the point of this show game, I also think that's like something that you should consider as a player and as a host, that it makes a difference in how you respond to that person. And that's my soapbox, and I'm done.
So, what would your advice be? I'm trying to see what your what do you think should be done differently?
The way that the hosts approach her should be, I think the way that the contestants approach her are separate. That you can't control that, and how they react to her and how they talk to her are different. But I think the way that you as an organization, and I'm totally going law school here, and I apologize, but I think that should recognize that people have different needs and different understandings of what's going on. And once you realize that, and maybe you didn't, but I did. And once you recognize that, go ahead.
I think what you don't know, because a lot of you, like, I don't even know if you were there the night that she had a lot of those issues during the merge. I know Susie brought it up to me, so I know Susie was at least in the game. I know Michelle and I think Reem had brought it up to me that she was going through a tough time. Maybe were you in? I don't know if Aurora was in there. I don't remember when specifically.
No, I wasn't. But my point's the same.
It was. I know Michelle brought it up to you, and you had messaged me. I stayed up with her really late that night, and I got your message like the next day.
This was pre-merge.
Oh, was it pre-merge?
Okay, never mind.
Mm-hmm. Well, and then I got over the next day, I think.
Well, there were several times. For the first time was when we announced the break, right? And then I think she had gone through a breakup was the bigger issue.
Like the same day.
At the same time. And it was an unfortunate timing.
And
of course,
terrible timing.
I want everyone to know, like, we didn't know that she had gone through a breakup when we announced that. It was just something that had been brought to our attention.
Yeah.
But we did, like, I checked in with her personally all that time. I assured the cast, like, look, this is not something that you guys need to worry about. And we had considered pulling her, and we told you guys that if we thought if we thought it got to the point where she needed to be removed for safety, we would do that. And also, I want you guys to know, like, really, there's 4 main hosts, and you guys probably know that just from interacting with who you saw all the time. Danny,
me,
myself, not you. Danny, myself, Joaquin, and Nofo are really the main hosts. So when anything happens, we all get together and talk about it. Karen is not one of the main hosts. Stephanie's not one of the main hosts. So when those guys comment, they're commenting as viewers more than. Well, that's the truth. I mean, here. When we're making decisions, we're looking at it from our perspective. We decide what we do with Jillian. I brought it to those guys and said, look, this is what we have. How should we handle this? Do we remove her cheating? What do we do? And we all decided, like, look, it's not a cheat. She didn't go around saying, this is who I am. Are you playing stranded? That kind of thing. So we decided, like, look, let's just make public what happened. I think that's the most fair thing to do, and let the people in the game decide what to do with that. You know.
I think that was totally appropriate. That's
then the further issue happened when she was very upset by it, and she had some personal things going on. So from there, we had to monitor how she was reacting to that. So I think, it was a lot of me talking to her, and also Susie and Reem talked to her all night. Reem was very awesome during that.
Yeah.
You guys didn't get to see that, but she did talk. She did talk to her all night. But also, like, I mean, we know Kelsey a lot. Oh, we call her Kelsey, but you guys know her as Jillian. We know her very well. And this is like not a one-time thing with her. Like, she gets overwhelmed. She'll blow up. She'll leave. She'll come back. I mean, you guys know from playing with her.
Yeah.
This is not like a new thing.
Again, all I will say is, I completely understand what you're saying. I think you're right, and I think that people that have these continual issues are people that you have in your life sometimes that just it feels normal. It feels like that's their normal thing until something not normal happens. And so my only suggestion is just be careful how some commentators, I guess, describe it or talk about it. You can't control the contestants. You can't control the players in the game. And I know that, and that's totally fine.
It also stigmatizes mental health.
Yeah. And I'm on a soapbox here, and I apologize, but I think that you do have some control of what happened tonight, at least about what was portrayed for each person. And wait, hold on. I loved the comment about, me the strap on. I think that's hilarious. That was funny.
That was hilarious.
And you knew that I love it, and you knew that I think it's funny. And so there is obviously some discretion that you have to use when you make those decisions. But that's my only comment about.
I can't speak for Karen, but I do know that Karen's pretty good about knowing how far to push it too. And he likes to ride on that very fine line between like it being a problem and it not being a problem. And sometimes it crosses the line. But I think
crosses the line. Yeah, it's not sometimes.
I think it's I like to include Karen in there as like if we're a judging panel, he's the Simon Cowell.
No, that's fair. That's fair. I think you're totally right about the uniqueness and like the entertainment value that brings, and if they know the person they're talking about, that makes total sense. But we don't know that.
Right.
And
okay. I got you. I think too, like this is a fairly, like this Discord's only 3 years old, even though Stranded is 13 years old. So in the I guess the history of Stranded, it's a very small portion that we've had a community of sorts. Like normally a season would end and we just go about our merry way. So we're learning slowly how this, and every time we add new people, it changes because there's different personalities.
Hey, sorry, can you hear me?
Yes. Who's that?
It's Maddie.
Oh my boy,
Maddie.
Get this Canadian out of my house.
Oh my god, Maddie, it's me, Steph. I'm so glad to finally meet you.
Oh my god, Steph, where have you been?
I've been here. Where have you been?
Maddie, are you a lesbian?
Lesbian? Excuse me. No. But like, no, Steph, in the game, I haven't seen you in like ages.
Yeah, I was told not to go on.
Wow.
They said stop talking to contestants, so I did. So I just didn't show up.
Damn. Sorry, I missed like a bunch of shit. Like I was
It's
just
okay.
busy.
You did great, sweetie. I love you so much.
No, we haven't talked about you at all, so we can start shitting on you now.
Yeah.
Okay.
No shit
Please
talking
do,
about you.
please
I'll
do.
play every single one of you.
I'm ready.
Maddie, how does it feel to be someone who never showed up to anything and still made it that far?
I showed up to a lot of stuff.
Yeah, like 2 votes before you were out, bro.
No, he was active for a lot longer than that. He was on top of
He
it.
was pretty active
I was like,
after the flop.
after the swap, I was like one of the more active people, I feel.
He was playing.
Was this
Best Buy.
before or after I bitched at you?
Or after what?
After I bitched at you, after I told you to step your game up.
Oh, definitely after. So you can
After,
definitely take
yeah.
credit for that if you want.
Oh, fuck yeah.
No, I feel like I did my due. Like I had my impact. Like I'm happy.
And then you called me a high schooler, you little shit.
Well, duh. Like I was not gonna go down without fighting.
So you'd lie again.
Wait,
Well, it
Maddie,
technically
based on
wasn't
the
a lie.
ages, it seems like you'd be the only one who would be in high school.
Yeah. Maddie, are you in high school?
Oh, I'm in college.
Okay, thank God. Oof. Wait,
I'm so glad I never had a showmance with any of these kids.
you can have a showmance with me, Mom.
Anytime, honey. We'll have a mom mance, though.
I'm disappointed that you and Randy never happened. I saw some flirting.
Oh dear God! Cootie, you shut the hell up.
We were not flirting. We were
I was
just
shipping it.
chatting.
Mhm.
I thought Randy was hilarious at the beginning. till he
did you
turned his
think he
back
was?
on me.
Randy was hilarious the entire time.
Yeah, he wasn't so funny to me after he stopped butting my.
Did you see him as anything more?
No.
Not even like a little. This guy seems nice.
I have a brother named Randy. That was true. There was no romantic feeling.
So it's kind of like a turn off, like ew. You know what showmance I was looking forward to? Eric and the jury. I was gonna say something, but
I don't think it was that funny.
Yeah, but it wasn't. Sorry, I'm not on my game tonight.
Oh, that was fine.
Thank you.
Really, you did good. You made me cry.
Oh my God, are you okay?
I'll be fine.
I made a choice about lying about my age, though. That was a choice and a half.
Oh, honey, you needed more practice. I thought you were not a very smart guy.
I mean, here's the thing: you got that head on. I'm a fucking idiot.
Yeah, you ended up being really good at the game, but I thought as a person you just weren't particularly bright, and I was okay with that.
Okay, well, that was partly. I was trying to play off like, "Hi, I'm a fucking idiot who's never done this before."
Oh, thank God.
It was part act. I'll give you that. But part, I am really an idiot. But the only thing I'm good at is games, and even then, I'm an idiot.
He rides his bike along the highway.
No, we're not. Steph, shut up. That wasn't a highway.
It was a busy road.
It was a busy road.
Not a death wish.
I mean, it was a death wish, but still.
Oh,
that's so sad.
This is
preseason. I was fucking holding my phone with one hand, yelling at my phone while with my other hand riding the bike. It was a fucking mood.
I can't wait to see your confessionals, right?
Have fun watching them.
Yeah, they're great, honestly.
Did you say mean things about me?
I don't think I had anything mean to say about you at any time. Just, oh no, she's being smart. I have to kill her.
Oh God.
Oh God.
I mainly just said mean things about the boys.
They're unenlisted.
Sorry, dudes.
What, Michelle?
Michelle, did you say mean things about me?
Wait, who said that?
Charlie.
Randy.
And Charlie. Both of them at the exact same time.
No. Wait, sorry, which two guys said that?
Randy and
who
Charlie.
else? Oh,
Charlie.
no.
Randy didn't speak.
I don't think I said mean things about you. I might have thought mean things about you. I might have said mean things about you to Ron, but
That's okay.
I don't think I have any confessionals about you. Sorry.
I was really sketched out. I feel like you always took so long to type. And that was like the one thing that I should have trusted my gut on that. I was like, she starts typing and she stops typing. She starts typing and she stops. Like, she's too smart. She's thinking about it. and that I should have followed my gut on that.
Yeah, it was weird. Like Michelle was intelligent. Like she wrote essays every time she messaged me, and I'm like, funny.
No, I feel like it was because like I was like I feel like me and Michelle were like matching each other on that. I don't know, she might disagree, but like I feel like we were both like sending back these like books about our lives, and so I just like didn't see how huge a threat she was because I felt so similar to her.
I felt similar to you too. Like I was talking to Reem and I was like, oh, Charlie's talking to me about little kids. Like I can't. And she was like, don't look into the light. Anyway, I looked into it.
I know. I was like, she's a foster mom. Like my parents are foster parents. I had foster siblings growing up. Like how could I not fall in love with her?
I think Michelle was the saint of the season.
Yeah, exactly.
Yes, I said like early on in my confessional, she was my angel, and then I couldn't be able to put her out, so I hope she got idled out, and I kept trying to hope she would get idled out.
I thought you were going to vote me out. I really did.
Cody, do you remember early on in the season, like during the first weekend, when we thought Michelle was going to be one of the first boots?
No, but I believed it.
We thought she was getting steamed.
Oh, that's right. 'Cause she showed up late or was just outside of the alliances. But it was cool because
I did not show up late.
Oh well, you were just on the outs. But it was cool because she like figured out the whole majority alliance, even though I'm not sure how she did that, but she
Michelle was
had
the
really
only person to read the group chat activity correctly.
I think that's part of why she had such a good game is because she had excellent reads.
Lauren did too. Lauren
did too.
had like similar reads.
But she was
validated me.
The Susie alliance.
Yeah.
I wouldn't have known that without you, Michelle, honestly. Like that was really, really awesome.
I was trying to keep the Atlasova chat going so nobody would guess that Reem and I were talking to each other. I'd make random comments and stupid jokes.
The stars arrived.
Who's this?
The star of this season.
Oh, he's getting muted.
Hey, War Dog.
Hi, War Dog. I'm so tired.
War Dog?
Yeah, War Dog.
The one person that I find out I knew before coming into this game. The one person I accidentally started working with.
And you hated me. Well, you probably still do, but...
I mean, I hated you in the game we played together, but I liked you in this. Anyways, fuck everyone.
Fuck everyone
I love you,
not
Randy,
named
because
Randy,
you voted for me.
Jillian, or Ron.
Man, you just said the 3 most hated people in the game. Congratulations.
Yeah, I know. That's why I like them. That's not actually why. I'm friends with Jillian.
We know.
Randy was my ally. He was a good guy, and then Ron was also a good guy who I felt bad about voting. Everyone else can suck it.
Yeah,
Just want to
thanks for
say
voting
shout
for
out
him.
to
That
all my
really helped our
haters.
game.
Thank you so much. You keep me.
Jillian here.
King Ron. Ron, I'm so disappointed that you were not a bigger train wreck than I wanted you to be. I was hoping you would like. I mean, you were a pretty big train wreck, but I was hoping you would go out in like a blaze of glory.
Wait, who told?
I got that.
Was that a question for me?
No, just a statement.
Who told me that? Because someone told me you were straight.
How many straights are here? Please raise your hand if you're straight.
Yeah, I'm straight.
Who said that I was straight? Also, love that.
Someone married to Julie.
Somebody made a very wrong assumption.
Yeah, the only straights here are Nofo.
I'm straight, as you can tell.
Yeah, Novo's straight. He's actually married to Levita. Levita and him have been married for like 5 years or some shit like that.
Yeah, Charlie's the straightest one here, guys.
Walk straight. Danny's straight.
I'm straight.
Travis straight. Tim's straight. We have a lot of straight guys. Come on.
Yeah, I love the straight guys here.
Brian.
Yeah. Brian's questionable.
Shimo.
You'll get to meet all the straight guys. They're very nice people.
Is Jillian here?
No.
Oh, that sucks.
Now she is.
Yeah, she was pussy.
Oh, she's back.
I want to talk to Jillian.
Charlie, how was Mexico though? It's like we got
Honestly,
tidbits.
Mexico was so fucking crazy. Like the cops are just like one cop is the good cop, one cop is the bad cop. It was exactly TV. And like I speak Spanish, but like I'm from fucking America. I'm Puerto Rican. Like not that great. So one is fucking yelling at me, and I'm just like I can't go to jail. And so my friend like made them let her in the car, so they drove us both to the like police center. And they kept my IDs. I don't have my IDs, so whenever I have to buy alcohol or go into a club, I have to have a picture of my freaking passport. And that's my story.
Hey, Charlie.
Huh?
You're an asshole.
I know. I was like,
Hey, Julian.
I thought I was Parvati in Micronesia, but I guess I was like Parvati in Heroes vs. Villains, where I was like not getting the credit and like being an asshole. I don't know.
Okay, I have a question for everyone. This is a serious question. Who is the hottest Survivor player?
God, I hate you so much.
Nora. Parvati Shaw.
Okay, Maddie, you're number one on this.
No, Parvati wins.
See, I told you, Evan.
Salmon.
Who said that?
I did.
I'm gonna go with Michelle.
Michelle who? There's a lot of Michelles.
Michelle, who's on this current season.
Really?
Mm-hmm. I think she's gorgeous.
I'm gonna go with DK chillin'.
She looks
Candace
beautiful
Woodcock.
just out in the middle of nowhere.
Not right.
At least recent memory.
Victoria.
Oh, she's up there too, yeah. She's
Lauren.
so cute. Her
Are
IG
you
is really,
all
really
straight? Like, what's wrong with you?
I like Lauren, even though she's kind of boring.
Yeah, Lauren's beautiful.
Not you, Lauren, but other Lauren.
Really like Lauren. Probably both Laurens are beautiful.
Lauren was giving me the best questions in Tribal. Like she was helping me so much. I can't believe Lauren didn't fucking vote for me.
Wow. Lauren, what do you have to say to that? Oh, wait, she can't talk.
I want to talk to you, Lauren.
Yeah,
I
look at the
want to
wind
know
tunnel activated.
what's those seats.
Yeah, Lauren. Is Lauren out of the wind tunnel?
I think she's riding a bike on the freeway.
Wow, oh, goodbye.
It was a busy street, okay?
Hey, Jillian's back.
I sign irresponsibility.
Okay, I'm leaving in like 5 minutes. Is there any questions that only I could answer?
No.
Who asked that question first?
War Dog.
Oh, you were in green jury, so I just would have asked you.
I know, this is like literally nothing interesting happened in my game. I couldn't even survive one tribal.
Did you really believe Ron was going home that vote?
Yes.
That was so amazing for my game. Thank you.
Yeah, well,
Like Reem and I literally joked like, what if we could convince Ron that War Dog was going after him and that's why we voted him out. And then
so
he
funny.
like voted for him. It was
yeah, you guys suck.
Nice work, Michelle.
You're just kind of bad people. Like, I did not do a single thing wrong. Like, I
The
Except
tribal
for Liz.
council, I was not present at.
Hi, Randy.
You did because you like came off too good, and like that's a huge thing. Like especially when, like,
no, I was too nice. I was too active. Ooh, fuck off.
I don't think you were like you and Michelle knew we were threats from the beginning, so we had to take out the other threats. And like
Threats who vote out other threats are stupid, and that's why you lost. All right, bye.
Oh, Jesus Christ. Oh.
Man, I realized I really do hate Chuck. Okay.
Fight.
Chuck is a controversial.
I have a question. Why did you always light yourself from the back?
What?
Why did he always backlight himself in the confessionals? He looked awful.
He fixed it.
It was two. That was two fucking videos.
No, it was all of them. It was all of them but two.
No, there was two videos in where I looked like an actual fucking idiot, and then you could see my face.
Anyway, I love you. I was just messing.
Go to sleep. You look like a sock monkey. I don't know.
Oh my god, fuck you. I don't like you anymore.
You can just bond with the rest of this goddamn cast.
Who's talking? What's going on?
Randy and No Fro.
Randy's being an ass.
Oh lord.
Oh Lord Jesus of fire.
No, it's all love. It's all love for Randy.
Yeah. It's gonna be a bumpy month, huh?
Randy isn't reading any of the confessionals because he doesn't want to cry 7 times.
Oh shit.
Nate, stop changing the rules. You have to actually follow the rules of your rule, please.
Okay, only bully Ziggy. That's one rule.
Yeah, you actually have to follow the rules of rule, please.
Yeah, no one ever really said anything bad about you, Randy.
I don't fucking believe you. Yeah, Susie laughed. There we go.
I can speak to the untruth of that remark.
I mean, Susie's mean, but like Susie's mean in the way like that a toddler's mean. Like it's cute. It's not offensive.
Like at the same time, it's super brutal.
Yeah,
But I think she's just hilarious with it, so like no one can take offense.
It's so funny.
That's hilarious. Oh, I've done my job.
Are we done now?
We've been done forever.
You can be.
No, I want to ask my questions.
Oh my
what about?
Ask your sexual questions.
It's not sexual,
Weren't
bro.
you criticizing Flick for this very thing not that long ago?
It's very different. I don't talk about it all the time. It just happens periodically. No, it was a question. It wasn't even a sexual question. Jeez.
Mm-hmm.
What's your favorite Survivor season?
Steph's having a day today, y'all.
Yeah, my day has been going too hot, actually.
I'm so sorry, honey. You want to tell me about it?
No, not really.
Offline, maybe?
I'm fine, thank you.
Okay. It's about sex then, isn't it?
It's not about sex.
Okay.
I mean...
You don't have to tell me. It's okay. You have your own agency. You can tell whoever you...
Yeah, I just tell people in large amounts. In public, too. I tell people what's going on.
Okay. Great.
Yeah, it's a great way of venting.
It's a good outlet.
Yeah. And then people told me to shut up, so like... You know.
Does that hurt your feelings?
No, because I probably deserve it.
Mm-hmm. So
I
it's
say some
validating?
Yeah, I say some mean shit, I'm not gonna lie.
Okay. So you're kind of glad that they chastise you in public because you know you deserve it?
I'm not, I would say I'm glad.
What would you say?
It's well deserved.
Susie's got you.
Gotcha.
Susie's
I
got
understand.
I'm surprised no one's like actually tried to fight me like physically after the shit I've said.
Are you
Susie
a very
got you.
small person?
Did you just call me small?
Mentally, maybe.
Yeah,
Susie got you, yo.
My brain's small, but my body's. I'm built like a fucking truck.
She's into CrossFit.
Oh, that is surprising. Maybe they're worried about their own health in fighting.
Oh, don't even get me started on CrossFit, bro. This is a whole
I tease her about
conversation.
this all the time.
It's like so frustrating. Like I have. Like,
It's a cult.
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh.
She said it.
I didn't say it. It wasn't out loud, was it?
But
I'm waiting.
She's gone.
Sorry, I was just going to, get the toaster ready in the bath running.
Oh no, that's.
Toaster bath? I heard toaster bath.
Now you got me all upset. All right, never mind.
I think Aurora and I are on the same page with that.
I guess we can't make jokes about that anymore.
Aurora, I think you and I are going to be friends after this.
I think we should be, and I think we should have been. But yes,
I think you and I have a lot more in common than either of us realize.
You will hear in our podcast how disappointed we were that you guys all turned on each other.
Yeah,
Oh my
I was
God,
disappointed. I wanted to keep us all together. Keep the happy family.
We just
Where can
wanted
we
to watch
listen
you
to the
steamroll
podcast?
the men.
It's on my
I'll
phone.
post a
I
link.
know.
If you had
Also,
only left
I'm
me
gonna post it.
over there a little bit
Oops.
longer, we would have wiped them out.
I'll post
They
it on
were
the
going-
forum,
They
Maddie.
were dropping like flies.
Okay. I wanted to help the women out, but then they just screwed me over. So I was like, "Fuck it," and then I helped get Aurora
Oh,
out.
come on, Maddie.
Oh,
Yeah,
Maddie,
exactly.
you never told us you loved
Fuck
us.
you, man.
I'm sorry. I
All you
really
had
liked
to
it.
do was drop us a little note. I love you. I'm yours. Tell the whole world you loved us. We would have
I
embraced
did.
you. We would have kept you safe.
I wish that it worked that way, but it didn't. Unfortunately.
You know that
Honestly,
it
Maddie.
would have worked that way.
Guess what, guys?
What?
I got a match on Hinge.
Oh my god.
Proud of you.
It's probably me. Susie thought it was funny.
I can only envision.
That's a good vision.
It's an iPhone.
No, but I really think Maddie had like ingratiated his way back when Michelle pulled off Maddie Gate, because like I had totally welcomed him back in the fold until Michelle made those group chats, and I was like, well, there's no saving him now.
That was
honestly-
the like most fun I ever had on this game. Like Reem and I were just dying.
Michelle, I heard you didn't like me too much.
Well, it's not exactly. I really liked you at first, but then I sort of caught on that you were talking the same way to a bunch of different people. So yeah,
I do
and
think.
I saw you as a threat. I was being honest when I said that.
I think that's where they screwed up, though. That's where Reem screwed up, anyway.
But
Yeah, maybe.
Thanks.
It didn't turn out too bad for Michelle, but
Yeah, I didn't say
wait,
congrats,
what do
Michelle.
you mean, Pity?
Thanks.
well, I think
I wasn't
They-
there for that part of it.
they finally had the numbers, and then they decided to get rid of Maddie after.
Hey, like I
getting the
was
numbers.
going to work with them, but you know what? It worked for Michelle, so like it's cool.
Yeah.
Well, I had no way of knowing that you were actually going to work with us because
Right.
you had flip flopped so much. So
Exactly. That was Reem and I tried to tell you that in
I
church.
feel like you'll hear about it when we talked about it in a podcast, but I think the biggest issue was like the whole Eric, Chris, Lauren, Ron contingency had agreed to go along with that plan so aggressively that I think that should have been like a red flag for you guys. Like, oh, maybe if our opposing alliance is going along and pushing for what we're pushing for, probably not the best plan. But hey, I mean, it worked out for you, so.
For me, I was like, this is like Maddie's no threat now because like he's been totally exposed. But I was saying that to Michelle, who had pulled off this freaking move, and I was just so, like Reem said in the final, like my finger was just not
From the hosts, Maddie Gate or Reem Aurora Gate.
wait, what is Reem Aurora Gate? Oh, the vote.
Oh, Reem Aurora Gate. You missed
Reem
your
Aurora
Reem
Gate.
The
Aurora
best
Gate.
thing ever is pretty
Absolutely.
much. Of course, Susie thinks that.
Yeah, I came up with it.
Maddie Gate by a mile. That was an incredible move.
I actually had it
I'm-
planned to use on Reem originally. When I thought that she was having alliances with everyone pre-swap,
Which
it had been my plan.
She
It had been
was.
my
Yeah,
plan to
that's
expose her.
Michelle, but that's why we were best friends. Why did you leave me?
Yeah.
Go. No, sorry, never mind. Go ahead.
Okay, I was going to do that with Reem, but it just never ended up happening. And I did tell Reem that I had planned to do that to her, but decided to do it to Maddie instead. So, sorry, Maddie.
No, it's okay. I thought the chats I thought the chats weren't even gonna make a difference, to be honest. Like at first I saw them as a joke. Like I thought it was just Randy being pissed off that I turned on him and that he was just trying to like be pissy. But I guess not. I mean,
No, dude, the funniest thing was I was getting blamed for it, and I fucking was out for 3 hours, and I come back to that shit.
I wasn't on either. I was in the shower. I come out of the shower and suddenly there's fucking like, welcome to Maddie's friends only chat. Like,
And neither of you were on when like I told the other one about the chats. So it was perfect. Actually, I think Lauren suspected me because she like came and asked me about them first, and I knew that she has really good intuition about that sort of thing. But that when she started talking about being scared about what they meant, I started getting worried and like second guessing myself that it was a dumb move. But
that's how I felt. Like, oh no, you continue.
I was just gonna say, like, there might have been some residual resentment from a time pre-merge when you had, like, said that you wanted to go after Reem. So I think Reem and I were both, like, remembering
Honestly,
that when this all went down.
Thing was, I was like totally behind Reem, but I just knew that I wasn't going to be able to sit next to her in the final 3. Like I wanted to go far with her, but I knew at some point we had to chop her head off, and I thought you would be down for that too because you probably wouldn't have beaten her either. So
Yeah,
I guess
I
my
wouldn't
mistake was not realizing that how like you two were like a duo, because I didn't realize you guys were so close until Reem joined me in Ponderosa and told me everything.
Yeah, I was really surprised when both Charlie and Jillian were like talking about how close they were with Reem because I didn't second guess my alliance, but it did kind of surprise me a little that both of them thought that they were so tight.
I think she was just really close with everyone, but I mean, I don't know.
Yeah.
The thing with the Aurora vote was basically I heard from Randy that like all the girls were coming after me, and at that point like I wasn't after you guys at all, but after that like I knew I had to switch something up, so I went to Aurora and just said a bunch of bullshit, and I thought she didn't buy it for a second.
Wait. So Randy was the reason that you told me all that bullshit?
Oh no,
Yes.
gotta go.
It was Randy.
Randy,
who leaked that
you
vote.
were my friend. What happened, man?
I did not know that Maddie was gonna do that. In all fairness,
It doesn't matter.
And it
I
wasn't
did
all
not
the
know it
girls,
was gonna
Maddie.
be
It
pinned on
was
you or
just
anything.
me.
I was mad at you.
Oh,
You
Michelle
were mad
needs
at
her.
me?
Michelle needs her winner tag. Did she get it? Oh, she got it. Okay.
I got it.
Randy
But it wasn't
leaked that vote
all the
because
girls,
Michelle and I had talked
Maddie.
about getting out Maddie, and then Randy, someone told Susie, and like no one had like clued me in that Susie was gonna be clued in. And then Susie told Randy, and then Randy told Maddie, and then Maddie comes at me and he's like, "There's a plan to vote me out." I'm like, "Fucking Randy."
Yeah. God damn it, Randy.
Yeah.
I did
This
not know
entire
that.
game was just people at some point being like, "God damn it, Randy."
We
Honestly.
had just saved his ass, brought him over with us, and encompassed him with the lovely womanness that was the former Atlasova, and he turns on me the first chance he gets.
Literally,
It's not my fault you were trying to put me on a goddamn pedestal.
Right after the merge, Randy
I
came
was
to me. He's
trying
like,
to declare your alliance so you'd stop flipping.
It was you made it the exact opposite.
I
Congratulations.
know. Thank you.
and
Thank you.
Randy came to my messages and said, I got added to a chat with all the women. I think they're trying to get my head big so that they could target me or like put the target on my
we
back.
weren't trying to target him. We were trying to proclaim him so that
Did
he
we
would
add
stop
Maddie to that
flipping
group
from
chat
side
too?
to side.
Yeah.
But
Yeah,
I like the
Maddie
whole
came
thing
in too.
was I thought that I got added because I was getting suspicious with Reem because I went to Reem and I was like, oh, there's a new chat with like 7 people in it. Like, that's weird. And Reem was like, oh, I didn't even look. And I was like, I know Reem is in that chat because it's all the women.
Yeah, she
So I was
plays
like, shit.
but she's not. Oh, we made the chat because I wanted you guys to declare yourselves so you'd stop flipping. It didn't really work out.
Guess not. But yeah, my original intent, Aurora, with messaging you was to get Reem out. But then I realized that the vote was between you and Reem, and Reem started making me feel bad. She's like,
that was true.
She's like, I had no idea that your name was coming up. Like, I have total trust in you. So I'm like, shit. Like, I guess I'm voting Aurora.
Wow. Good job, Reem.
What happened throughout this? What happened throughout this entire game? Reem gets targeted. People feel bad for targeting Reem. Like that's what happened.
Yeah, that
Literally.
actually happened twice.
I was so shocked when she came after me.
people felt so bad for even thinking about voting for her.
I don't know.
That they voted their own allies out.
It almost happened a third time. I almost voted Eric at 9. Like, I almost didn't vote Reem.
I was one of the people who could have swung it on that to a tie on the Aurora vote, and like it didn't make sense to keep Aurora because I'd never played with her once. So it wasn't just like, feeling bad for Reem. It was like that was the best strategic decision for me.
Okay.
And my thing was, I thought Aurora, Reem, and Lauren were still in the trio, so I was like, I could break that up right now. But
Wait, you mean
thinking about
that
it,
wasn't
it was
the trio.
actually
That
it
wasn't
was
the
not the
trio.
trio.
No.
That was with me.
Oh, Michelle was 3 the whole time, so yeah.
Well, yeah, but before the swap, Michelle and Aurora and Lauren trio.
We were tight.
Oh,
Yeah,
did I not say that?
You tried
Did I say
to
something
vote
else?
off Reem.
No, you said Reem.
Yeah, you
Oh, I meant
voted Reem instead
Lauren.
of Michelle.
Oh, I meant Michelle. My bad.
But that was real. That was an actual thing.
Yeah.
And then, that didn't happen.
The second I got onto the swap tribe, like everyone, all I was hearing from people, it was about how our trio was a huge threat.
Yeah,
Yeah, you can thank me for that.
And the first thing that happened.
I was trying to save my own ass.
I have a question.
Go.
Who do you hate most in your season?
No.
I feel like I'm apologizing a lot here.
No. You're great, Reem. No,
Thanks.
seriously. You
Yeah,
voted me
Reem's
out, and I
awesome.
think you're great. Yeah. That's no, I mean it. That's
I just, I loved Dream in the game. She was one of my favorites, and it bit me in the ass because in jury she was, really hardcore.
well, because she didn't want.
And
I never remembered our conversations, Charlie. Like, for real, your whole statement and my name being brought up, I was like, what the fuck is this? Like, what? And I hate that happened. Kind of.
I felt like you did change your story a couple of times, though. Like, I felt like you were like, I didn't give a shit about Charlie, he was just a number, but also I wanted to bring him to the final 3. But also, I was like, tell a consistent narrative. And I wish I had called that out earlier because it felt like you weren't like acknowledging your own bias and that like you had worked with Michelle
She
first.
totally fucking did. She totally did.
I totally had a bias. I was on the same tribe as Michelle since day one, and we ran the game from the swap on.
She said to you multiple times, don't worry about me. I'm not going to change my vote. You worry about everybody else because I think that they're up for grabs. I think that's a really fair...
Oh, definitely. And I thought she was very, very respectful in the end. And I just... But like, I felt like I had to answer her because even though I wasn't working for her vote, she was like a huge portion in fighting against me. So I had to answer her answers. I couldn't have ignored those.
It wasn't a good time to do that.
The final 3 is the time when you accept everything and you just...
Yeah, everybody's lovely. We love everybody.
Yeah, you love everybody.
You
Michelle
all should have been here next to me.
Yeah, exactly. Michelle voted me off, but she made me feel like I should have been there next to her.
I love puppies.
Yeah, that was Michelle. I admired it so much when I read it. I was like, damn. Like, just every time Michelle answered, I was like, damn. But,
I definitely have the best answers.
The sad thing
made
is,
some of that up, Charlie. You could have had cancer as a child or something.
Oh my God, Susie, really?
It's happened before.
Devin set me up so well to like claim my like queerness because he was like, why didn't you connect with me? And I was gonna be like, well, I'm gender non-conforming. I struggle to connect with men. Like I've had bad experiences with men. I was like ready for it. And I was like, no, like I can't let my game be dependent on the fact that I would be like the gender non-conforming person winning a like season that started at gender. And so
Oh wow, yeah.
Whoa, come on, man. That was a really inappropriate gender term.
What's going on?
Cheese balls are ready, bro.
I gotta mute myself for a moment.
Who said what?
I said, man, it was a slip. I said,
no. That's no worries at all.
Oh, okay.
I mean,
That's not what I thought you were saying.
My
Ron.
gender thing.
You're-
That's why I didn't say it in tribal. But I do wish, in retrospect, that I had played a little more emotionally in the final, because I think when I read back some of Michelle's answers, she did, and it was so successful.
Well, to be fair, sorry, go ahead, Suze.
Oh no, that's all I was going to say.
Yeah, no, I was going to say, like, Charlie, honestly, you had 50% of my vote going into the final tribal. Like, you really played yourself into that position, because I was really, really tight with Michelle before that. And so, you know, even though she flipped on me, like, you were the outsider, and then you played yourself into that position. I thought that was fucking awesome, man.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
Yeah, that was nice. That was good. Nice.
You really did, honestly.
I think that, like, it was very apt. One of the comments in my final review was like, I think you were a good player this season, but not the winner. And I just, like, I felt so crushed in that first opening statement response. I felt like it was that part in Everybody Hates Chris when they're all just like hysterically laughing when I said I deserved to win. And I just couldn't like quite recover from it.
That's, yeah, you don't deserve that.
It's okay. No, I mean, like, Michelle, I couldn't even lie on Michelle in the end. I should have been like, Michelle sucked. I hated her, but I couldn't.
We were hoping so hard that the, well, I mean, we weren't hoping, we didn't care either way, but we thought it would have been cool had the non-binary person won the men versus women season. Would have been
that would have been awesome.
I knew
or if Crystal had won, that would have been interesting.
Yes, and I brought that up with Crystal and Charlie preseason about what, you know, if they were comfortable with that, you know, being on an all men's tribe, all women's tribe, and they were, you know, basically Crystal's answer was, look, I don't care what you call me or what I play as long as I get to play. And Charlie thought it would be super interesting to play that way.
Did you choose the gender?
I thought it was going to be the perfect narrative. So I thought I was going to, like, you know, be this like making this huge statement about gender not being real, because like I dominated this season of like gendered people and as the non-gender, but you know, didn't pull it off.
Well, I think we talked about it. We talked about it preseason, because like when we didn't set out to make this a gender divided season, but you know, that issue was raised in casting, like, hey, you know, gender is a touchy subject right now. You know, even some people have different opinions about it. Some people disagree with it, and all those things that come with it. And I just said, you know, look, I think that's the only interesting part about doing it in 2020. You know,
yeah, good point.
Yeah.
Guys, I have to go to bed now. I'm sorry. It's 12:15.
It's okay.
And I have to get up at 5 a.m. So.
Oh my god.
Bye, Michelle. You're.
Bye, Michelle.
Congratulations.
Good night, Michelle.
Thank you.
Hi, Michelle.
Michelle, you win all the things.
I love you guys.
You did so great.
Go you. That was my advantage, being on the side of things. It was never so late. It's only 9:15 for me.
You in California or some shit?
Seattle.
Washington State.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh shit. If you ever asked me anything, I would have told you, Charlie.
Well, but also I want to say, you know, at first we were all the women started losing all the challenges, even though they were, yeah, even though they were like more active and interesting.
We were fucking awesome.
I knew
this is
we
gonna
would
be.
I said that in my opening comment.
I was like, this is going to be terrible. And then, you know,
if the guys started going to tribal, earlier, you probably would have gotten Crackhead Maddie a little bit earlier. That would have been a little more interesting. I didn't even attend tribal council before the merge.
I hope you didn't think my comment was rude, Maddie.
Wait, which one?
I was the one who called you a crackhead.
Oh, no, I am totally a crackhead. At least I was in the game. Not like I do crack, but I just acted like it. I'm not normally like that, but Honestly, I just wanted to have fun, and I had fun. So.
What were we talking about? What was everyone saying?
Who's selling crack?
We're talking about how the women were good, but they kept dying.
Oh,
Yeah.
well, I was going to say, I'm glad, like, the merge, it really did not matter, the whole men versus women thing. I think it mattered what tribe you started on, just by virtue of it being your starting tribe. But, like, if you look at the boot order, it's like, first of all, the merge was very even. It was 6 to 7, women to men. And then, like, the boot order was, like, woman, man, 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 woman, so it was very, it's like it totally didn't matter, which is exactly what we wanted. Because it could have gone really bad. Like if all of the men just dominated and got rid of all the women, it would have been awful.
It was really close to that happening.
I think it helped that the women were better players than a lot of the men. So like they were able
and
to
more active, I think, is one of the bigger things.
Yeah, it was
and
never
older in general. Like a lot of the men were 18.
I think that had a lot to do with it.
I connected so much more heavily with the women than the men, and like that was a huge deciding point in who I didn't think it was at the time. I thought it was all strategy, but it was a huge deciding point in who I wanted to go forward with, was because like the men weren't great at the social game in the beginning.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah, and I think we talked about too is like a lot of the men had played orgs of some type before, so they were used to maybe that like less social aspect, and then all the women were like, this was their first time doing anything like this, and they were told to really get into it, and they're like, fuck, this is my life now.
Yeah,
Strand compared to other online games has such a higher commitment level that if you play other online games, you won't necessarily understand.
Oh, totally.
Well, I think it's crazy that like Devins was viewed as inactive, even though he was there every challenge.
But he wasn't active.
Almost.
But he was inactive.
Compared to Reem and Susie, like
right, exactly. Well, that's the point, though. Is like in any other game he would have been fine, I think, but because you guys like completely immersed yourself in this, I think
I have to say, I think it was a little bit because of his social connections, because I'm pretty sure I missed more challenges than Devins when I was in Mexico, and like still had those social like connects. So I think that like the missing the challenges wasn't so much the factor in it, is that like when you're online you have to go so hard, and I went a million miles a minute when I could get on.
Yeah.
You played a lot harder when you were on. He did.
Yeah.
Sometimes he only chose to talk to Randy. Although I am curious about something, Aurora. He mentioned when he got to Ponderosa that he had a strong relationship with you. How were you able to create a relationship with the guy that was never online?
We're still talking about Randy right now?
No, Devins.
Oh, no, I
Devins
can't.
said that you were one of his closest people. And I couldn't imagine how.
How
did you have time to do that?
There was no time. It was only when he was online. So I think in the very short time he was there, I reached out and said something, and that's the best I can.
You better.
No, I don't know what else to tell you. I
think that was it. I had trouble, I think, relating to Devins. I really never got more than I think 3 basic facts out of them the entire time.
Well, I don't think I did either. I think it was a crapshoot, honestly.
Mm-hmm.
I learned less about Devins than all of you, and I think that was my closest ally at one point.
Wow, yeah, he was letting you run the game, which was a great advantage for you.
Devins is responding in the chat, by the way. I don't know if you guys
Devins talking to y'all.
but he's listening to you all right now.
No, I missed the chat.
Devins, stop me being an ass. I just never asked.
Yeah, it's all Randy's fault. He's the asshole.
I mean, I am the asshole.
Yeah.
I'm still playing the game here.
Devins did say
you need to
afterwards.
start pre-gaming for the next.
Stop it! Don't give her that advice. No.
Yeah, pre-gaming is how.
Yeah, it doesn't work.
Hey, vote it out first.
I didn't even know what that meant when you said that.
Devins did come to me and he was like, I'm sorry it was disappointment and all this stuff. He's like, no, I mean, yeah, I told him like it would have been a lot worse had he been like brought to the final two or final three without being there that much. Like that would have probably pissed us off more. But I mean, I think he just didn't. I think he just didn't understand the time commitment, and I think he had like he's telling me he had bad luck with like a car accident or something.
Oh.
Sure.
I don't think it's like I don't think like he's hurt or anything. I think he just had like a bad month or something. Bad timing.
He did get a promotion. That was the
FBI agent.
No, he got promoted to senior FBI agent. And that was the
super senior.
thing I learned about him.
It was super senior FBI
Yeah,
agent.
Devins is really Nancy Pelosi. I don't know.
Oh my god, how fucking awesome would that be?
I was so proud of my list of things I knew. I knew he lived in Arizona. I knew he lived in an office building.
I thought that was you being shady. Because you were like, because you would always say like, oh, he's in his office in Arizona somewhere. I thought you were like,
really proud. That's how much I knew about him. And his cousin got married. That was the third thing I learned about him. And now got a promotion. Congrats on your promotion, by the way. Very good job. Tell me a fifth thing, Devins. Tell me one more thing I don't know about you.
She's a guy.
he's a dude.
He's Nancy Pelosi.
He's a big
yeah, that's
RuPaul's Drag Race fan.
Thing. Don't leave me hanging. Really.
Oh, Reem, I'd like to fill you in because I don't think I ever got about.
I can't think of anything.
About the fingers.
The fingers?
What?
Wait. Tell me more about the fingers.
My kid smashed his damn fingers in a door.
I'm sorry, that was rude.
Take him to the fucking ER. And then he goes and smashes them. Yeah, because he thought he broke them. Well, at least one of them. Because
my God.
I don't know what the fuck he did. I think he had his hand like on the, instead of using the doorknob, I think he had his hand like in the door frame or something trying to close it. I'm like, what the fuck? And he closed it on 3 of his fingers.
God, I did that when I was in like elementary school.
And then the next day, he's going out the front door and slams the same fucking hand in the fucking front door.
Wow.
God. What is it? He unlucky.
Is that Julian?
What the fuck? Wait, I'm like, slow the fuck down and pay attention.
Is that Julian talking?
Yeah.
Hey, it's Maddie.
But yeah, no, he's fine.
Okay. Jillian, what were
ignored?
Perfect.
Jillian, Maddie said hello.
Okay.
Oh, hi, Maddie.
Wow.
Is he in here or is he in the...
He's in the chat.
In the call.
Maddie, I literally thought you were someone else the entire fucking...
Who did you think I was?
Somebody I knew.
I remember that.
I confirm.
Oh, okay.
You confirm.
I was talking about it in my fucking confessionals left and right.
Damn.
She thought Maddie was someone she had talked to before the game. Was that it, Jilly?
Someone that I've played with on Discord.
Oh, played with. I had no idea you'd ever played a game before, an ORG game before. I had no idea.
Honey, I've played so many games. I just didn't tell anybody.
She knows everybody on Discord. It's true.
I don't know everybody. I know a shit ton of people.
You must have lied to me.
I did not want to tell everybody I played a lot of games, so I kept that shit under wraps.
I really wish you had. I would have worried so much less about you.
Listen, hang on. I'm going to show you something. Just for reference.
Yeah.
I'm going to take a screenshot. Hold on.
No,
I played a single fast game with Jillian before, and comparing those two, she seemed smart in that one, but in this she seemed super unstable. So it was like,
Randy, we played a game together.
it was a weird fast game, the Hexes thing, if you remember. You probably don't. It was stupid.
Was it one of the speed orgs?
Yeah.
Oh wait, yes, the hexes. Yes. Wasn't Ziggy in that?
Oh shit! I think he was.
No, you're thinking of the Battlegrounds thing.
Yeah, wasn't that Battleground?
Is that what he's talking about?
I think
I don't know what I'm talking about. I'm 9.
Hexes. There was hexes in the Battleground.
Was that the one with fucking with? Is that the one where we played with Marionette and
Was that the same one?
It's Rob.
I mean Rob. Sorry. I played. I'm pretty sure that was a different one. I don't remember playing with Randy because I played like a regular, or not regular, like a long-term Battlegrounds org with Randy.
And I was horrible in that.
Yeah, but it's okay because I actually said you were like really funny in DM, so I was like we should cast him, but that's okay.
But no,
I don't think we played together.
The reason I thought Maddie was Abdi was because he said he was from Canada and Abdi's from Canada, and I knew that Ziggy tried to get Abdi to play ISO. Like, fuck, maybe that's Abdi.
You thought it was someone else because of a single statement. Huh.
Yes.
Canada's a pretty big country.
Yeah.
Yes, I know, but I even said, probably not, but I think it is.
You narrowed it down.
But hang on, I gotta go get this screenshot of something. I gotta go.
So Canada has 37.59 million people, and you thought this is one person was in Canada. It must be someone you knew.
I just thought, like, and they were like, "Can you just stop speculating?"
Yeah, because we were like, "You're wrong. Stop talking about it." I couldn't say that though.
I was like, I will say what I want in my confessional.
Was that the reason that you were like so loyal to me? I mean, like not completely loyal because you voted me out, but
no, I really didn't want you out, but that was part of it. I was like, that's just, yeah. As I said in my confessional, because I thought you were Abdi, I wouldn't have voted you out.
Okay.
That's why.
That's kind of why we didn't want you speculating.
We were really annoyed because you're like, I don't want to vote at Abdi. He's great.
Yeah. Like, it's the whole point of an Alias game is probably don't try to make decisions based on who you think they might be.
And
well,
like,
that was
Stranded,
the only person that I even had thought.
Stranded is like kind of pointless to spec because we cast such a wide net. I mean, to be fair, you and War Dog probably know each other well, so you probably could have.
Yeah, me and War Dog have played a few games.
But usually, I mean,
I've
the net's
hosted
pretty
War Dog.
wide.
There were so many people from Reddit. Holy shit.
I don't know anybody from Reddit because I do not.
Fucking.
Because you aren't an incel.
Fuck.
Sorry, what?
Tim.
Yes.
Who's still on here?
I'm here.
Sorry, I'm just silently lurking.
Suze,
Not that I played with you.
Hi, Kelly.
Sorry,
Okay, here we go. I'm going to show you. So this
Okay,
is.
can I just say the Mom Alliance is the best thing that's ever happened in Stranded?
Oh, wow. That's great.
I was so excited about that.
What makes you say that?
I just think it's so cool. First of all, we don't have we have older players, probably more than most ORGs, but I'd like there to be more older players. So like the fact that there were enough moms on the season to align and get together and like wreak havoc was amazing.
That's awesome.
I only did
like they had a kindergarten teacher to like rope into their mom alliance who like works with little kids. Like it was just all the factors seemed to align for them this season.
That's just one org, Susie. Check the chat.
I have a confession.
Okay.
I'm a
What's your
mom.
confession? Are you really?
Wow.
Yeah, did you not look at Michelle and my conversation? Because I'm the only one. I mean, she's the only one.
That's great.
Again, there were 87,000 messages sent to
I will
Damn it,
admit,
Scooty.
I will admit to having read this conversation because I think I read probably over half of those messages, but I'm crazy, so continue.
No, that's it. I didn't want to tell anybody else about it, but I have a 2-year-old boy named Brody, and he's my life. And
Oh, you do?
I do, and I lied to some people, Reem.
Why did you not include him in your conversation?
I didn't. I felt very vulnerable about it. It was like the most important thing in my life, and I just.
Oh, wow.
I can understand that. Like if someone used it against your game or something.
Yeah, the only person I thought would respect it is Michelle, and she did. Even though she voted against me, she totally respected it. So
You don't think I would have respected that?
I do, Suze. I just think we didn't get to that point.
All right.
And I think you understand.
She didn't want you to use it against her, I guess.
No,
Yeah, I guess not. I mean, I think that's legit pretty.
Shit, I told people I had kids.
You don't have kids?
No, she
I
does.
do have kids.
Oh.
I have kids. I'm saying I told people.
You had so many elaborate stories for these non-kids. I would have been really shocked.
No,
Yeah, that would be intense.
13-year-old.
I'm waiting for next Stranded. Someone's going to read all this and then come in and lie about having a kid.
How often do you guys host?
And they're going to be a foster kid that you found on the sidewalk.
Yeah,
I
now
was
that
a
we know
foster child.
the winning strategy.
Yeah.
The second I realized I couldn't have that much time for it, I need to buy and pull into character.
I was adopted.
Oh. How
I
lucky your
changed.
parents were.
No, my parents weren't lucky. I was taken from my parents.
Oh.
Because they were assholes.
I'm sorry.
I feel like that's super interesting that like the whole Final 3 has like a connection to being not biological.
That is interesting.
And then Maddie and Randy were children, so
everyone's a child of somebody, right?
Okay.
But yeah, no, I was adopted.
Wait a second. You had a mom and a dad, even if you didn't meet them? Yeah. Oh my God, me too.
You were born?
Yeah.
I didn't meet my dad, but that's all right.
But no, my adopted parents. My adopted dad, he died 10 years ago now. He had ALS, but ultimately it was.
Ultimately, it was what?
I know.
Huh?
Oh, you said ultimately it was.
He had ALS, but ultimately it was the pneumonia. He died. He had pneumonia.
Pneumonia.
Oh, pneumonia. I'm so sorry.
And he was on a ventilator, and he told him to fucking take him off. Done.
How'd you feel about that?
I mean, it's all right. We didn't have the best relationship, but you know, my mom didn't have a good relationship. My adopted mom.
Yeah. Sounds pretty rough.
She always favored her other children.
Were you the oldest?
No.
Where were you?
So here's how this works in my. Well, I have like 14 siblings altogether.
Wow, that's a lot.
As I said, I was adopted, but I have 5 biological brothers.
Okay.
Then I have a half brother that I gained when I got adopted, a brother, and 2 sisters. Then had another girl, so I got another sister. Then my parents got divorced. Then my mom got remarried, and I got 3 stepbrothers and a stepson.
Wow.
And then my mom and stepdad had a little girl. So
it's a lot of kids.
Yeah, but they all live. Most of them live in New York. Some live in just California, but I'm down in Oklahoma.
Right.
Wait, you're in Oklahoma?
Cody, can I ask you a mechanical question?
Sure.
When the sorry, probably couldn't start talking.
No, you're fine.
When the voice chat, when we play back the voice chat, will the written chat scroll with it somehow, or do we just hear one CD?
When you say you mean, no, I'm not that technology. It's not that advanced just yet. I'm sure we'll get there at some point, but
I was just going to try and follow along, but hopefully I'll be able to.
No, that would be cool though.
Yeah.
I know you can do that on YouTube, but I don't know how to link that into like Discord. I'm sure at some point you'll be able to, but
you don't want to follow along with this I have, and it's hell.
You can also do that. You can also do that. Nope.
Who the fuck was talking?
Aurora, what were you saying?
I was just gonna say, if you really want to listen to the U.S. Supreme Court arguments, you can do that, and they do provide the text conversation while you're listening.
That's the word I was looking for.
Yeah.
I know you were really, really worried about that, so I wanted to put it out there.
Oh.
So, Aurora, where
sounds
are
like
you
a good
from?
solution.
I know I can transcribe we can get the podcast or whatever, which is fine. That's easy enough to do. Are you talking about like the chat that's going on by the people in the Kuril Islands channel?
Well, I was talking about that earlier, but this time I was talking about this current chat, the text chat and the audio chat. Is there a way to see them in the right order, like when
in sync?
Somebody, in sync. Jeez, I write for a living. Yeah, in sync, so that we can see.
Not at this time.
Randy says in chat, "Do you mean this shit?" And it's commenting about something we said this minute. That's right.
No, not yet, unfortunately.
All right. No worries.
I'm being an ass again.
Yeah. Randy's up to his bullshit as usual.
So I kind of lied to y'all when I told y'all I heard about this from a friend.
Oh, yeah. I mean, you heard about it because you played it 6,000 times?
Well, I've only played Isolated once, and then
which one did you win?
She didn't
That
win
wasn't
any
any of these.
Do you have a winner badge on your profile thing?
That was that's an org I've played, like several different orgs, but that was just one org I played 1, 2, 3, 4 seasons. And I went back to back final 2, season 2 and season 3. And I won that final HOH in both of those and took the same person with me and won the first one, he won the second one. But that's the only person that I know is my true ride or die, and I never, ever, ever question.
Yeah, we don't cast unless it's like an all-star season or some sort of casting twist. We don't cast people who have played this series before. We don't mind casting people who've played other games because
yeah, I didn't get that part. I thought everybody was good at what.
I mean, we try to get mostly new players or a good mix at least. So there's,
It probably would have been helpful for my strategy to know that.
But I mean, look,
it's whatever.
3 of the pre-merge people had a lot of gaming experience, and they all went pre-merge. So
yeah, true.
Yeah,
I like
put
that
like
you
a
didn't
list.
know
I
that
think.
people played this game before. It made my life a lot easier.
I mean, in my opinion, a lot of if you look at the final 3, I mean, Jillian, as she's saying, she's played, I don't know, probably like 100 games, and she got 0 votes in the end. So,
wow. Yeah, and
I mean,
Devins runs his own org website, so
I have my own org too.
It's not like necessarily indicative of being good. I know there's like a lot of conceptions about it, and like because of Real Survivor, I know Boston Rob played like 4 times and dominated, but I really honestly don't think it's like a huge advantage.
Yeah, I mean, I won isolated, and I'd never ever played anything like this before.
And didn't you beat one of them was a Stranded alum in the final?
She beat like 5 Stranded, like really some of our best.
So what was your strategy?
Oh, I mean, I ended
Oh my
up.
god, she's incredible.
I didn't necessarily. They talk a lot more highly of my game than I laid really low in the beginning, and then I kind of my best ally went home, and I just kind of won the remaining like 50% of the challenges, so they basically just couldn't get me out. And then the couple of times I was vulnerable, I managed to spin it. But
sounds like Michelle.
She did not. No, she's way under. She did not sleep. She was constantly analyzing.
I'm currently like 5 years into my social psychology PhD, so
we should talk.
I study persuasion
intense.
and manipulation and social influence, and I teach consumer behavior. So
She's super intense.
She was built for this game.
The same thing.
Yeah,
And she's
genuinely.
also like an amazing lurker. So anytime we get her,
No, she is.
like, anytime we
If you're
get her
ever in
on
a
like a
game with me, you gotta
podcast,
vote her out first.
you'll never know.
Vote
Yeah.
Love
Let's be
out.
honest, Levita will win her way out anyway.
people are.
Because
She
that's
was
what
so
she fucking
dominant.
did our season.
I know.
Didn't
So
Love
people were.
win ISO?
She played
Yes, she
nice.
did.
Yeah, she didn't play Stranded.
And like someone else who played with her was up for this season, and they were like, "Is Levita playing this one? Because if so, I'll skip it." So I don't want to be up against.
I love Devon.
Did you tell them if she was or wasn't?
No.
We,
They
but we
wouldn't
wouldn't
tell
have.
us.
We wouldn't normally cast people from the same season unless I mean, we try to spread it out.
Until
were
you
nervous
had your
about even-
duos game with Reeve and I, right?
Specifically,
I kind of
over
wanted Charlie to,
Jillian.
well, Charlie, but Devon.
Yeah, I mean, we would have done like Devon and Jillian, people who didn't get to play a whole lot together, and we would
You
have put them
call
on.
him Devon.
Well,
I know.
Not
That's
No,
what-
because there's another.
No.
No,
You have to do the Davon in a
Devon.
Brummy accent.
Devon.
Brother.
Devon's another player. Sorry.
Okay.
But Jillian.
It's confusing, I know.
No, I'm learning.
Yeah, you'll get used to it.
But for example, like even Jillian, she played the Big Brother series, but she was like second boot or something, or what were you?
No, I was not
She
second
was
boot.
like, she was right before Jerry.
I literally got out right before
12.
Jerry.
There were a lot of inactive boots, so
Yeah.
it depends
And
on how you
Ouch,
swing it.
ouch, ouch.
She was like fifth boot.
She was the first active to be booted.
Inactive boots, I would have been in jury. But no.
And I mean, Tiffany happened, so
Yeah, we don't like her. Who's she? No, I
Oh
don't
my
know.
god, I love
Tiffany's
Tiffany.
a legend. What do you
Tiffany's
mean?
no,
amazing.
she's amazing.
Who is she?
She's like Reem, pretty much, if you can imagine,
No,
but
no,
crazier.
she's not like Reem at all.
She's
No.
Reem on crack.
She's very much like her. I
She's
remember she was
Reen and
Brooke.
Maddie's love child.
She's Brooke, right? That's what you're talking about?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I loved her. Oh,
I'd
what a legend.
I'd say she's Reem. Reem has
Do you
like
remember-
50 games under her belt.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
You remember the she did like a bachelor ceremony where she handed
Yes,
out
she
roses
did.
for the
That
veto.
pissed people off, though.
I'm sure. Look, she did not play for
She
to be
sacrificed her
everyone's
game to get
favorite.
rid of you, basically.
Yeah, she's like, I don't care. I just want her out, and she like bullied people into doing it. It was amazing.
I have a question. So,
Well,
how
then
often
they
do you
took
guys
her
host
out,
this?
so
Like twice or three
Twice
times
a
a
year.
year for the Survivor.
Yeah, we're trying to do it more frequently. Alternate isolated stranded. Although we did stranded back to back, but
Cody and I
usually
are hoping for 3 stranded this season and 2 isolated.
There's been
This year,
two
yeah.
this year, yeah? When did All Stranded end?
How do you do all this?
How do you have time?
we're big losers, and
This was hard to
We-
participate in, like this.
you mean like how do I find time to host?
Yes.
Well, I have a very awesome wife who allows me to do this every night. Who's also played, and you'll see her.
Julie,
And bailed out.
Yeah, she's a big personality, so she'll let you know when she's
she
around.
was fan favorite, but like not in a rigging way. It was like deserved.
Julie's a
Yeah,
Good
she-
Julie.
Julie is great. You will all love her.
All right.
She's currently on the couch watching TV. She's over
Love
stranded.
her already.
Yeah.
Hi, Julie.
No, she's not feeling well today, but
Oh.
But anyway, how do I find time? I don't know. I just do. Honestly, when I got married, I was gonna stop, and that was 3 years ago. So, but then I decided, if I'm gonna do it, I want her to be involved. So I had her in the season. She killed it, and then we started doing the community, and that's kind of been that's what we enjoy the most. That's what she enjoys the most. Talking to all the people. So, I don't know. By day, I have an advertising agency. At this point,
You're
I have so
owning.
much. Yes, I do. I'm a partner of a.
This is why
50/50
he is
partner.
so good with his fucking graphics and shit.
Yeah, he does very amazing graphics. He does
Well, for me,
Yeah, nice job on the site too, by the way.
It keeps me. It lets me be creative and not have to answer to anybody. Whereas, like, if I have clients, I have to do what they like. This way, I can go crazy, do whatever I want. It lets me like push the edge on web design and everything else. So
That part is actually probably the most impressive part to me. Is that you've created this entire thing, or you and other people. That's
Did
just
anybody
really
know that
cool.
Pootie did that shit?
Yeah,
I think I mentioned it in the ad.
It was published somewhere that he worked for an ad agency. I didn't realize it.
It was like, I think he said that in the intro video.
Yeah,
that's right.
I think he said it a couple hundred
I'm
times.
sorry if you all don't call him Pootie.
I was real shy about
a couple of times.
No.
If you didn't know this man ran an advertising agency, I'm pretty sure you were deaf and blind.
Oh my god.
How did you like my idea of building camp, Pootie? Did you catch that?
No, I didn't. What was the?
Well, I was telling Reem, I told a couple of people, there's a lot of downtime when you're a Reem or a Susie, and you want something to do with your hands. And so I was thinking something kind of Sims-like, where you could build a camp, and then at the end of the game, we could all vote on which camp they liked best, and they would win some special award for that.
Oh, you were talking to me about this, but like Minecraft.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, with Minecraft or with Sims or anything like that.
That would be cool.
It'd be fun. It would keep people engaged maybe more in a different way. Keep them online.
Like people weren't already?
Exactly.
I'm sorry. When did you guys have downtime? I feel like you guys were online 24/7.
Pretty sure we were.
If you guys had downtime
After the merge, when they had to talk.
Some of us were. Some of us were not.
Some of us, Reem held down a full-time job during half of this game.
I have no idea how Reem did this, by the way.
I ran a business.
And he's still online more than everybody else.
Reem, you really, honestly, that was fucking impressive.
Well, it's kind of nice when you're like the head boss. No one can really tell you no. So I just do what I want.
You have responsibilities. Like, I'm honestly really impressed.
Yeah, that was really impressive for sure.
I'm still upset because I had more posts until Reem went to the fucking jury, and I was like, "What the fuck?"
We were like, it was like a running joke. We were gonna like make a running joke in the host lounge that Jillian was gonna put like her post count as like a major accomplishment in her FTC speech.
Oh, fuck that! No, it was not going in my FTC.
Who actually had the highest post count?
I mean,
gotta be Reem.
It was Reem, and then I don't know. I was there right second. I don't know what it ended up being.
It's okay. Yeah, I like an active jury. I was very happy how active the jury was.
Just gonna say this was the best post count. This was the best post count.
When was this?
I don't remember, but it was after. It was funny. You know when you put your notifications of 666?
Yeah, I know.
It was after. It was before that. It was before you did that.
Oh,
Yeah,
wow.
in case y'all didn't know, I was the devil already. One thing I do know, like going forward, I have to fix the mobile chat. Everyone has complained.
Oh my god, that's
I heard the complaints.
Oh my god.
I didn't want to say anything, but the mobile chat made me want to jump off the bridge.
I've heard.
That was horrible.
I think I'm gonna I might do a crowd fund for the next season so we can afford a good
That's a good idea.
mobile app.
I'll make a contribution.
Well, we were talking because Michelle was like, "We need buffs. She's like, I want to buy buff, and I was like, well, I
Oh
can,
yeah,
I
definitely.
can definitely do that.
Yeah, like
You
I
know,
want
and
a
then-
throw pillow with like the idols I played on it.
That's weird though.
No, that
That's a
mobile
little
chat.
strange.
Once I got my laptop and saw what chat was really supposed to be like, I'm like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
I was so glad you spent
Mobile
money
doesn't
on
work,
that,
bro.
Julie.
Like, I
Yeah.
played all ISO on mobile, and let me tell you, I was so pissed. And then, like, starting out on mobile here, I was like, ah.
Yeah, no, mobile is not the best. As I've played a couple times, not the best.
Like, I would click on a chat, and it wouldn't even pull up the right person. And I'm like, what the fuck?
You had to do. I think you had to do recent chat. Like you could only go to recent chat if you wanted to get the actual fucking person, and then scrolling was a bitch.
No, it wasn't even always recent. Sometimes I had to go to new. I'm like, fuck, this thing is so fucking.
I remember my first night of ISO 4. But like I was on mobile only, no Wi-Fi, and I used over a gig of data just refreshing chat to try to
Oh, it's horrible.
Yeah.
Also-
you have to refresh chat every second on the PC too.
Yeah, but no, it's way worse on the freaking.
Yeah, that's
And
for
like
sure.
when you're on the phone, you can't see the other part of it. Like you can only see the chats. You can't see the
Also-
forum.
Also,
Oh, yeah, you can tell them.
Also, it was not super
Who
great,
won?
but
Was it a
how
girl?
awesome was
Yeah, a girl one.
Who's here?
Was she?
Julie, here, hold on.
Hi.
Hi.
Hi, Julie.
Hey,
Oh,
what's
hi,
up?
Julie.
Julie,
Hi.
congrats on being here.
Thanks.
You're welcome.
Congrats on
Well,
being you.
Yeah. I'm not that great, so
It's okay. I'm glad that we have like actual girls now. We all have to stick around. It's normally like me and Hannah and Stephanie and oh hi Jordan.
How much typing?
Kelsey.
That what that is?
It's
Typing or
it's
chopping
Gilly.
Oh, sorry, I'm stirring chocolate milk. My bad.
Oh,
Oh,
Why were you stirring so aggressively?
it was
Gilly is
literally
like-
like I want to compare it to something else, but I will not do that.
Don't worry, I'll do it for you.
Oh my god.
Oh my
That's
god.
enough.
Chelsea, you know diabetes.
I hate that
wait,
sound.
Chelsea, why do you think you have diabetes?
What the fuck?
That's
It's in the
Chelsea,
chat.
not
I
me.
have type 1 diabetes.
That's not me.
I
That's
just
Chelsea.
found out a year. Yeah, that's I said Chelsea.
Oh, I don't think Chelsea's in the chat.
Yeah,
But Chelsea's
she's
in
in
the
the
chat.
chat.
We know she is because we saw her type that.
She said I might have diabetes too, Julie.
No, I
LOL.
meant in the. Oh, she.
She's in the text chat.
Y'all don't understand Discord yet. It's okay. You'll learn.
I've been using it for a year and a half. I
Anyway.
still don't understand this shit.
Anyway, so Evan and I have the cutest dog and the cutest cat in the world. And Otto is our dog and Lord Sugar is our cat. And Otto's 7th birthday is on Friday, the 13th.
Wow.
And yeah, and Evan is doing a photoshopped picture, so y'all have to, since he's doing all y'all's fucking crap for so long, you have to tell him that he has to do mine, and he has
Why
to.
did you leave us?
I found out I have a rare type of diabetes, and I've been it's only been a year since I've been diagnosed, and I've just been really sick lately.
I'm really sorry that I even said that. So
Oh no, it's okay. I mean, it's just life, you know.
yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I do remember asking how you've been, and Pootie said something like you were baking bread. So we all felt better, I think, after that.
Oh, I was baking bread?
What?
When was I baking bread?
Wrong Julie arrived.
Wrong Julie.
Wrong, Julie.
There's
Yeah,
another
that's
Julie?
the contestant
Yeah,
that was
we-
playing.
Oh, yeah.
This is
This is not
Julie, his
Julie from the
wife.
game. This is my wife, Julie. This season. There was a Julie this season, but she left like second.
Why did you have another Julie? I'm Julie.
Exactly.
It was
This is not my fault.
Like, oh no.
What the fuck?
Exactly.
Okay, so now my name gets changed back to Queen Julie. If there's another Julie in here.
Well, she didn't make the other Julie didn't make much of an impression. So you're
Now this fucking Julie makes an impression.
I am loving you so much.
You've already made an impression.
Yeah, so post a picture of Otto. There we go. Look at my baby.
Oh my goodness.
He needs to be wearing a stranded buff.
Yes, exactly.
He doesn't have one, but
yeah,
he does have an Instagram.
Hootie, get on that.
But yes. So Evan has to make his photoshopped picture. I won't spoil it because I normally spoil.
Hootie is Evan.
Are you from South?
Hootie is yeah.
We're from Louisiana.
Yeah, we from Louisiana, boo. We from the dirty.
So Reem's from
dirty.
Mississippi. How does that compare to Louisiana?
My dad's from North Louisiana, so he has a Mississippi accent. So he talks like this. He has
Like
a drawl. Yeah, he talks like this.
Like Bill Clinton.
Yeah, and he looks like Bill Clinton.
Oh, that's okay.
Lord.
No, he really does. Post
I
a
don't know
picture.
how to respond to that, honestly.
Yeah, he is a more handsome Bill Clinton. In
Okay,
school,
good.
people used to call me Chelsea
No, yeah.
because because he looks so much like Bill Clinton.
I was disappointed because Pootie didn't make the colors like for the season, like Mardi Gras colors, because he is from Louisiana. I'm like, man,
He doesn't ever do that, and like I think on my season I made him make me in the pink tribe.
Yeah.
I think he did that. I was like, the only way I'll play is I'm on a pink tribe, and so that was the only input that I got. So
Now you gotta put your foot down somewhere.
yeah, we're both artists. So that's my dad in the chat. That looks like Bill Clinton.
is that you and your dad on your wedding
I can
day?
see it.
Yeah, it is.
Oh, how sweet.
That was the daddy-daughter dance.
Oh.
So traditional and gender
Post
normative.
that one. Yeah, we do gender norms in the South. I'm not close to my mom, so
Well, you like it
those are my bridals, and I took them with.
Listen, in the North, I don't have a dad, so it's totally fine. That's just how it
Hey,
works.
so we're like a complete family.
we are.
If it's like me and you, and
you
then
can
like
have a dad, and we'll figure it
yeah,
out.
like you can have your mom, and then we can share my dad. And
I would love to have a dance with your dad.
yeah, I mean, dance with whoever you want. Like whenever Pootie danced with his mom, like I danced with his dad.
Perfect.
I was like, I don't care.
Perfect. This is not weird at all.
But I didn't have like any mother of the bride shit, and Evan's mom like took me to buy my wedding dress and stuff. It's kind of weird when you don't like talk to a parent, but it doesn't matter.
I'm totally kidding. It's a beautiful however you do it, and I'm really excited to see the pictures. It's really, really awesome. And I mean that truly.
Julie,
Yeah, what?
do you have any pictures of your Hello Kitty cake topper?
They wanted my Hello Kitty cake topper.
Obviously.
It wasn't on my actual wedding cake because we had 5 fucking wedding cakes per Pootie's mom's request. So Pootie's mom threw me I really like Hello Kitty. Like I have a Hello Kitty tattoo. So his mom threw us a couple shower, and so it was Hello Kitty themed. She also got me like custom made Hello Kitty bedazzled shoes.
Oh my
That's
god!
awesome. And she got me Hello Kitty, like real Hello Kitty diamond earrings. They were fucking awesome.
Real diamonds.
Yeah, I still have them. She was like, "This is for your party."
You better still have them.
Yeah, I do.
I
They're
got real
fucking
diamonds,
awesome.
but like throw them in the garbage because it was like
Kamara Lee Simmons made a Hello Kitty line at Zales. And so
Oh really?
Yes, fun fact. I know many fun facts about Hello Kitty. that you'll all probably learn. Like, here's a fun one. She's 5 apples tall, and she weighs as much as 3 apples, and her favorite food is apple pie. So there you go. There's your Hello Kitty fact for the
How
day.
does Hello Kitty eat with no mouth?
Right?
She has a mouth. Technically, she has a mouth, but they just don't draw it on there. It was like a design thing. They
Hello
did it for like
Actually, a 10-year-old girl named Kitty White. Thank you very much.
she's in 2nd grade. She lives in the UK.
Smurfs.
Oh,
That's a really cool
okay.
picture of Bill Clinton.
Yeah, that's my dad. He looks like Bill Clinton, but less rapey and better looking.
He definitely is less rapey.
I did
than Bill
not
Clinton,
have
by the way.
sexual relations with that woman.
Don't even say that. Don't even say that.
How many times you hear that, Robert De Niro?
I heard that a lot.
In a movie.
And it just came out that Bill Clinton did have sexual relations with that woman.
No way. Oh my God.
Yeah,
Really?
he came out and said that he did, and it was to relieve stress.
God. Was
After
it a
all
blue
these
dress?
years, he finally admits
After
it.
all these years. And
Kenneth
then
Starr, was it Kenneth Starr who also defended Trump? Is that who it was?
Oh, I don't know. And The Onion posted something that I thought was hilarious. They were like, Hillary Clinton has people commit suicide to relieve stress. I thought that was really funny. Because they said that he had sex with Monica Lewinsky to relieve stress. It was funny. I thought it was funny.
Do you know who your dad reminds me of? Not Bill Clinton.
Bill
He's
Clinton?
an actor. No, he's an actor.
Robert De Niro.
Robert De Niro. I'm trying to think of his name. I think it's Robert De Niro.
Like I just said.
I don't think it's Robert De Niro. Hold on, let me Google.
If you heard him talk, you would think it was funny because even people from the South are like, he has an accent. One time it like really came out. He was, Andrea, you need to stay in school.
That's who I was thinking. Yes.
You need to stay in school, and that's all I care about is that you stay in school and you finish. Like, all right, Dad, whatever. Well, who won?
Michelle.
Who won this?
Adopted mother of a 4-year-old.
I love you, Julie.
What?
Michelle, adopted winner of a 4-year-old. She's not online.
She has an adopted kid? Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, there was a mommy alliance this season.
I think
cool.
she's trying to adopt.
Plus Charlie.
How does she
that's
not
still
win
equally
with an
cool.
adopted 4-year-old?
Is the 4-year-old adorable? Have we seen it? Is it a boy or a girl?
It's a boy.
Walk before we run.
We haven't seen the child yet.
My son's more adorable, I'm just saying.
Oh, well, let's
That's
have some
like the
proof of
perfect
that.
age. How old is your kid?
He's 2 1/4, 2 1/3.
That's like the perfect ages. I don't like when they're like babies and they don't really like do anything, you know?
You have opinions.
Please. That's funny. When they like can like walk around and like play with you and like so it's so much cooler than to like change shit diapers and I don't know.
They're older. Like I have an 11 and 13-year-old. They're fucking shitheads.
Yeah, well that's not is that Kelsey?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I don't want him at that age. I just want like between like 2 and 8, and then like the state can have him.
Oh my gosh!
No, I'm joking. It's a joke.
Okay.
It's an LOL. And then Pootie can have it. Is that better?
That's better. That's way better.
I
Pootie
think
can
I
have
caught my
it.
11-year-old like masturbating one night.
Oh, this got really gross all of a sudden.
I only say that because I went to get him and like I opened
Okay, I'm gonna go lay down because I feel like ass.
And I was like, oh fuck.
Good night, Julie.
Nice to
meet
you.
She's already left.
Tell Julie I say good night.
Lavina,
So I didn't speak of it to him.
Jillian, I don't think we needed to know that, girl.
What happened?
Craig is still recording this.
Nothing happened.
Let's
move on.
Okay. Moving on swiftly.
Still recording? What the fuck?
Yeah, I'm not editing all this, just so y'all know.
You're just gonna upload like a 6-hour fucking video of us.
Oh, no, I don't think we're ever going to see it.
Yeah, probably not. I got 3 followers.
Nice to meet you, Maddie.